glorious night in the San Fernando Valley as we're set for El Camino Real football as they invade Cavalier Field to play the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the Cavaliers homecoming game. Hello, everybody. My name is Randy Rosenblum, set to call the play-by-play. It's a huge Friday night in Southern California, and I got to think about it a lot. First of all, the World Series is going on. We all know that, the Dodgers and the Yankees. But that's a 7-game series. Series isn't going to be determined tonight. The Lakers are playing Phoenix. Early season game. Does it really matter that much? Then you turn your attention to football. USC Rutgers on a Friday night. No rivalry there. Neither team's having a particularly good season. High school football. I know St. John Bosco, Mater Dei, 1-2, both undefeated. But whoever wins is probably going to have to play that team again in the playoffs. So does tonight's big Garfield and Roosevelt? Garfield's been dominating that game for a lot of years and is a heavy favorite here tonight. But in this game that we have at Cavalier Field, Cleveland and El Camino, a lot at stake. Interesting game. Two teams that are hungry and need a victory. We work once again with Darren Preston. Darren, there is a lot at stake, isn't there?
Randy, second place is on the line tonight in the West Valley Division. This is the biggest thing going in LA County tonight. It is homecoming here on campus of Cleveland. It is going to be a huge turnout for this game. Winner is going to get that upper hand for second place. You got star power all over the field tonight. JV game, a good one going on behind us right now. It's an exciting night and the right time to be in Reseda here at Cleveland High.
Really is a great time in Reseda, and they're excited about their football team. But if this team from Cleveland's going to knock off the Royals, they're going to have to stop quarterback Arturo Acevedo of El Camino Real High School. He's very good, and he's a former Cavalier.
Yeah, and somebody that, just like his teammates, someone who is getting better and better every week. More confidence, throwing the ball down the field, making people miss with his feet, keeping his team in these games and giving his team, most importantly, a chance to win at the end.
Both teams have a quarterback wearing number 8. We talked about Acevedo. Then there's Dominic Fuentes, a young guy who gets it done for Cleveland.
Yeah, and you're going to want to watch this kid. Now, he's completed just over half of his passes this year. He also plays on the other side of the ball, at the usually at the strong safety position. But watch him on the field. Once in a while, when he does make a mistake or a teammate makes a mistake, his ability to not get rattled by that, pick himself up, maybe get sacked, pick himself up, and make a big play the very next play or a couple plays down the road. Very mature kid at his age.
Elko's coming off a very big victory over Granada Hills, 7-6.
Yeah, and again, you know, a tight defensive battle. A little bit of an upset, beautiful win, best win of the year, and it was an indicator of how much this team has improved on both sides of the ball, putting El Camino Real in position with Cleveland for second place.
Cleveland needs to bounce back. They lost to Birmingham in their last outing.
Yeah, disappointing game for them. Birmingham is obviously the class act and first place in this league, but Cleveland does have 4 quality wins this year. They are ranked 16th in the latest polls. Very good team. They had a very nice early part of the season. They found life a little bit tough with this tough schedule recently, but again, they are excited to be at home tonight as we just have a couple of weeks left in the season.
We have a 7:15 kickoff, so it gives us time to check in with the coaches. Earlier, Darren chatted with head coach at El Camino Real, Jason Sabolic.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Just kind of a quick recap, if you would, last week. What an impressive win over Granada Hills. Low-scoring game, but pulled out a very important and impressive win.
Thanks for having me. You know, I couldn't speak higher volumes of our defense last week. It was such an amazing feat. You never really see a Granada Hills football team run game slow down. I mean, at least for the past 4 years since I've been at El Camino, we haven't even come close to finding a way to stop Granada Hills. our kids stepped up last Friday night and played a phenomenal game. Offensively, we had a couple of missed-opportune moments with penalties, shooting ourselves in the foot. We had a touchdown called back. We weren't happy where we were offensively, but at the end of the game, we did come away with a W, and I'll take that any way I can get it.
Points of emphasis this week in practice.
Yeah.
You mentioned the run game. Well, guess what? We're seeing another team who runs the ball a lot tonight. So what did you work on in practice? What do you see on film from Cleveland? And where do you think you can win matchups tonight? And what are your challenges?
Well, they're variable offensively. They go from 5 wide empty formations to double tight, power pitch, down your throat type of football. Really, we have to prepare for everything. We can't fall asleep at the wheel. The focus has really been on the onus of the offense and scoring points and making sure that we can break through. We're going to have to score points tonight. I figured we told our kids we're going to have to score 28 points in order to get a victory tonight, at the very least.
Well, that's a nice segue to my next question. This is a different El Camino Real team than we saw early in the season in the non-leagues part of this year. But where has this team improved? Everyone's gotten better, I feel like, and just as a whole, Acevedo's improved, the running game's improved, the wide receivers, the defense, we saw really shine last week. But where, as you see it from the sideline, how is this a different football team as we approach November?
Well, don't forget special teams. I always feel special teams has a special place in our heart, and the ability to get and win the turnover battle and getting the ball back is really important for us. But it just felt in the beginning we were just behind. We were behind the 8 ball against a North Hollywood, a Heritage Christian, a Kennedy, where we wanted to do the certain things that we thought we could do. We just weren't able to execute at a high pitch. And our level of execution went up, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But special teams has also played a very important role for us. So that was also part of our focus this week, is making sure we shore up any mistakes and not making those bonehead moves that will prevent us from scoring points.
What's a home run for you the last couple of games? Obviously, you got the one tonight, and then you got the final regular season game next week. Just what do you want to achieve, do you think, the most on the field as we get to November here?
Finishing strong.
Yeah.
You know, we started off slow. To be able to get to a certain point where we feel we could be comfortable wherever we're dealt in the playoff card brackets and playing good football. You know, I want to start playing more mistake-free football. We're going to have to. We're going to see really good teams coming down the stretch in the playoffs. It starts tonight. Cleveland's a Division I football team. If we want to be able to establish our presence at the Division I level, we have to be able to conquer teams like Cleveland and things of that nature. But it's not going to be easy. Those teams just don't show up on a given Friday night and say, hey, you win the football game. It's going to be a fight. It's their homecoming. And hopefully we come ready to play.
Coach, thank you.
My pleasure.
That was Coach Jason Sabolic joining us. We are here with first-year head coach for Cleveland, Mario Guzman. Coach, thanks for joining us. And first question to you, of course, not the outcome you wanted last week. Birmingham, we know they're extremely tough, but what do you take away positively from that game? And, you know, this is a team that's Cleveland playing very well with the 4 victories this year and in contention for second place.
Biggest takeaway from last week was defense showed out like they have all year. They've kept us in every ball game. If you look at our scores, aside from last week and the West Ranch game, everything's been a 1-score game.
Homecoming tonight,
yes, sir.
So nice to be home, and it's going to be a packed house. We got a good JV game here, and it's going to be pretty crowded, so the kids fired up about that.
They are. I've been telling them all week, right? Expect the biggest crowd of the year. As you can see, stands already starting to pack in. Want to say we sold something north of 1,300 tickets. The most that I've seen in my 4 years here. Yeah. 5 years, excuse me.
The ground game is really flourishing, of course, and you got a great quarterback who plays on both sides of the ball. Just talk about those two guys and what's been improved the most throughout the season.
Yeah, as far as our run game goes, we have a two-headed monster. Now we have Brandon Maldonado, Isaac Delgado running the rock. Like I said it before, right? We're a run first, second, third team. If we throw the ball, we could count on Dominic to get the ball out there, make the plays he needs to make. The great thing about Dominic is he's a 10th grader, right? Last year, he took over the offense at halftime of the Birmingham game, and he just ran with it from there.
Let's talk about you personally. I played at Grant High, spent 4 years as an assistant here before getting the head coaching job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Talk about the transition and how your day-to-day duties differed back then and right now.
Well, I was at Grant. I coached at Grant for about 6 seasons under Rudy Della Torre. So that kind of prepped me to come here. Definitely different ball game comparing West Valley to East Valley. Had to show up at work every day and give it my all. But as far as the head coaching duties, it's busy work, a lot of time, right? Shout out to my wife up in the stands because she puts up with my schedule and doesn't complain. And so big shout out to her.
This time of year, you know, the guys, no one's 100%, right? But my question would be, what activities, physical, emotional, mental, do you put on the guys like during the course of a week to keep them fresh, keep everything fresh, and keep them focused as we get to the most important part of the season?
Yeah, Mondays we keep it very light. We go just helmets, shoulder pads, mostly just helmets, right? Again, keep them fresh, just condition them a little bit. And then throughout the week, just keep things fun in the weight room. And just keep them healthy. Ice baths are huge. These kids love them. They're different breed, right? They love being in ice tubs. So that's keeping them fresh. And then just managing the amount of contact we have during practice, right? It's very quick whistles at practice. Just to, again, keep them fresh, keep them ready to go.
What do you see in the battles tonight? And what's a big thing for you in these last couple of regular season games?
Tonight's going to be one in the trenches, right? We've watched the last couple of weeks, our games, their games. It's going to be in the trenches, and then we're just ready to get to the playoffs, get in there healthy as possible, and make a run at it.
Thanks so much.
Yes, sir.
That was Cleveland head coach Mario Guzman joining us.
Good crowd as expected on homecoming. We're just about ready for kickoff. Cleveland has won the toss. They're going to receive. Jorge Avalos is back deep. Kicking off for ECR is Ashlyn Delat. Number 18, the young lady advancing on the ball, and we are underway. Short kick. And fairly good field position for the Cavaliers outside the 30-yard line. Gorgeous night. Doesn't feel like 68 degrees. Seems warmer than that, doesn't it, Darryl?
Yeah, we were here a couple hours before the kickoff, and it felt certainly about 20 degrees warmer than that, but it has cooled off a little bit. It's turned out to be a flawless night.
Yeah, there is absolutely no wind. ECR, and they're visiting white uniforms with the blue numbers. Cavaliers in red. Again, their quarterback, number 8, Dominic Fuentes. Just a sophomore, two-way performer. And this is a football team that loves to run. And they'll start with their fine running back, Isaac Delgado, and he goes nowhere.
Yeah, that's an incredible start right away by the Royal front line, because as you mentioned, this is a run-oriented team, and that's going to be one of the keys tonight, of course, to victory, stopping the run.
Key Cavaliers, Brandon Maldonado and Delgado, they're both outstanding running backs. Fuentes, the quarterback. Kobe Green is brilliant on defense. Cameron Green's banged up a little bit. We don't know if he's going to play tonight. And Mondragon is a tremendous two-way offensive and defensive lineman.
Have you heard Coach Mario at the top of the show? He wants to win the battle of the trenches tonight. Ball control. Keep the ball moving on the ground.
Second and long. And again, a run play that is stacked up. That one was gobbled up in a hurry, and breaking through was Carter Rubin, 73 for ECR as Maldonado carried. It's a dust bowl out there, a lot of dust here in Reseda at Cleveland High School. Third down and long.
Should be noted that the Cavaliers last week in their loss to Birmingham were without one of their star players, big running back number 23, 21 rather, Cameron Green. Don't see him out there to start, at least tonight.
You have a nice running back room at Cleveland High School, so they can rotate 3 or 4 in there that are very good. First third down play. And our first flag. Michael Good wears the white hat.
Prior to the snap, encroachment defense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That should make the Cavaliers' chore a little bit easier. They're 4-4 on the season. ECR 3-5. There's our game officials led by Michael. Veteran crew. This El Camino Real team has come a long way since that August 23rd game when they lost at Kennedy 37-0. But they'll be severely tested tonight against Cleveland.
Yeah, that was a very penalty-riddled team back then, and not a good penalty to take here. It is early, but
Fuentes running for a first down. Just put his head down, and he is a grinder. He's a tough young man, only 5'8", as we mentioned. Doesn't pack a lot of weight, but he is durable.
yeah, just moves around both sides of the football, and as you mentioned, undersized, but he's quick and strong, gets to the ball on defense, and Salcedo also, when they're at number 6, keep an eye on him, undersized receiver, but very fast.
Omar Alatorio, wide receiver, has come in, number 7. He brings the play with him. Cleveland's going to take a timeout early here to get organized. They've possessed the ball for about 3 minutes, looking to get on the board first on homecoming night at Cleveland High School. Good crowd on hand. Certainly the Cleveland side is packed in tightly. Mentioned that El Camino, and you look at them, started with that 37-0 loss. Then they lost to Heritage Christian 56-0. And then a game we had for you on LA36, 14-0 to North Hollywood. So they didn't score in their first 3 games, and you thought it could be a disastrous campaign, but Jason Sabolic's got it turned around.
Yeah, playing better and better with each passing week. Great to see. 2 games left in the regular season, including this one. Going to get Chatsworth next week. Got a big win on defense last week.
Royals will be favored next week against Chatsworth. Never easy, though, against the Chancellors. First down, Cavaliers after the timeout. They put it back in play. Running the football is Delgado. And that did not fool ECR. He took the direct snap. Piscata with the stop.
And well done also by Carter Rubin getting to the ball. Take another look. Making a couple of people miss, but you see Rubin, a little bit of pursuit.
Love the route that Piscata took, though, because he made the initial move to force the running back, and then he forced him into Rubin, then he came back and assisted Rubin. That's just terrific work by number 15 in white for ECR. Second down and 9, a pickup of 1 on that carry. And again, this figures to be a pretty quick game because both these teams love to run. Fuentes on the handoff this time, and again, this play stacked up. Nothing there as it was carried by Maldonado.
So far, ground game not fooling anybody. As El Camino Real certainly they know the game plan against this team. They saw a run-oriented team last week, but this team is even more so. Going to keep it on the ground.
Coach Guzman said, we run first, we run second, and we run third. But they do have a nice receiver in Jeremiah Perez, number 11, who's caught 11 this season and a couple touchdowns. So if they throw the ball, normally it's directed to him. Let's see what Dominic Fuentes and company can do on 3rd and long. Pressure. Forced out. Throws. Nearly intercepted. He was forced out of the cup. And Takia Campbell was the closest to the football, 25 in white. And Elko has the defensive stop.
And again, Fuentes under pressure there. Loading the box was El Camino Real. Had 8 men in that box. And the El Camino Real defense shines here in the first series.
Campbell, just a junior. This is a young football team that's improving weekly. And they're 3-5. They've moved up to number 24 in the city. Right now they're 16th in Division I if the playoffs would begin. Punt is away. Kagwa fields it back near his goal line. Kagwa able to turn the corner. Still on his feet. Javon Kagwa with a great effort. Flag is out.
Oh, that was one heck of a punt. As it turned out, the 45 all the way down to the goal line, as you mentioned, going over the head of Kagwa. Managed to get off a really good return, but as you mentioned, there's a flag.
Yeah, Ruben Lopez, the punter. Cleveland has a very strong leg. Again, we'll hear from Michael Good.
During the run back, personal foul. Return team.
It'll make the field a little bit longer for the Royals. Effort by Kagwa was extremely good.
Boy, all the way around. Heck of a punt, and then what a return.
Great hitting going on early in this one. West Valley League action. Battle for second place in the league and a better spot in the postseason. Rankings are at stake. First look at the offense. Walker with the carry, and he's bottled up and thrown down. The Cavalier defense able to bust through, led by Damian Caro, number 32, the junior linebacker.
I think this is the kind of game where, similar to last week, points are going to be at a premium, possibly, and could take one big play.
Found it interesting that Jason Sabolic on our pregame show felt that he needed 28 points to win it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Two terrific receivers, and Jaden Williams, 16 and 19, Rafael Cortez, for Arturo Acevedo to work with. Out of the gun. We've played 5 minutes. We're scoreless. And another flag. Delay a game. Third penalty against the Royals.
Yeah, pre-snap. And we're not even halfway through the first quarter. It's been a fast-moving first quarter, as we kind of expected on the ground, but some early penalties. Royals fortunate the first one where they jumped off sides, and after a couple of nice stops, that didn't cost them. But these are penalties that can't be happening with 2 games left in the season.
Well, it's been an issue for most of the campaign for the Royals. Again, it cost them a couple scores a week ago against Granada, or they would have more handily handled the Highlanders. There's the key players. Walker, the running back. Bogues is a tough guy in defense. Acevedo. We talked about those 2 receivers, Williams and Cortez. Mason Lewis on defense in recent weeks has done a nice job. Of course, Rick Hayashida is the offensive coordinator for ECR. Congratulations to Rick Hayashida. He was the Chargers Coach of the Week in Southern California for flag football. And how about that? The week before, after the Taft game, Jason Sabolic won that award. Coach of the Week in the region, presented by the Chargers.
Yeah, Taft having a very tough season, but still a win that El Camino Real really needed to get the confidence going and put the shift into another gear, you know, down the home stretch of the season here. So that was, I think, a game you can point to where things really started to turn around.
Second down, 21. Acevedo trying to take to the air and does. Picked off. The interception by Perez. In fact, they're going to give that pick to Kobe Green. Kobe Green with the INT.
Never a fan of throwing the ball across the field like that, especially deep in your own territory. And making matters worse, it was severely underthrown, making for rather easy pickings for Kobe Green.
Yeah, Kobe Green averages 9 tackles a game. He's a guy that loves the game itself, and he really knew where this play was going, and he detected where the ball was thrown, and easy pick.
Easy pick for Green, and just getting right in front of Cortez. And you put Cleveland obviously on the doorstep.
Tremendous field position in the red zone for the Cavaliers, and an opportunity after the turnover. Penalties, backed up ECR, then the mistake.
Five-yard penalty, still first down.
That delay is the first infraction against the Cavaliers.
Just mind-boggling. 4 collective pre-snap penalties, not yet halfway through the first quarter. And this is the last weekend in October.
Still a golden opportunity for the Cavaliers, and they pitch it back to Maldonado. And he's spun down by Kagwa. An aggressive hit by Javon.
You gotta wonder if and when Cleveland's gonna put the ball in the air at some point. Otherwise, it just gets extremely predictable, and you're in danger, really, of not even putting up any points.
Another quick pitch to Maldonado. Bouncing it to the outside. That's a better effort and a positive play for the Cavaliers. Well, again, we go back to what the sentiments were of the head coach. Run first, run second, run third. That's what they love to do.
That was a nice bounce out by Maldonado. Again, severely undersized, but a smart running back. It's quick.
Maldonado again. Still going, battling.
Yeah.
Close to the goal line. Stopped at the 1-yard line.
Just shy. And of course, they're going to have a couple of opportunities to get in here.
And they feel confident about their running game at Cleveland High School. That's their trademark. That's what they do best. Well, about 1.5 yards away from Pater. Maldonado's the deep back. Fuentes keeping it, trying to get there. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland High School. Dominic Fuentes.
Yeah, of course, going to have a couple opportunities to do that. Didn't have to do much. Just find that wide opening position off that right guard, and not much to do there, but put it in. It goes right off of Daniel Mendez with the block.
Anthony Martinez is the PAT guy, senior. Good from 30 and in normally. Accurate kicker. High snap. Got it through the traffic and made the kick. 7-0. 3 penalties set ECR back. Then the Acevedo interception as it was reeled in by Kobe Green, and then the sneak from Fuentes for the score.
Yeah, just you gotta, of course, just go back to that interception that set all this up. And you know, with Cleveland being such a great running team, you know, the Royals stopped them on the first possession down, but it was just when you give a team possession immediately there in the red zone, a little bit too much to ask, I think, to stop him again. And they had that nice bounce off to the left side from Brandon Maldonado that put him inside the 5. And he had several chances to run the ball in.
There's the head coach. Great center, offensive lineman at Grant High School. In his first year as the head coach, Mario Guzman, just 32 years of age. Done a nice job with this Cleveland program this season. On the ground, takes a convenient hop, and it's returnable. Jaden Williams down the sideline. Wonderful effort.
Yeah, his eyes got big on that one. He found a wide open kind of left flank area, then bounced off out to the sideline, and he's electric.
We saw him in a game against Staff where he had 4 touchdown receptions.
Yeah.
He was, as you termed, electric. Even with the stumble, this is a great return.
Yep. And it makes one man miss there. Poor tackling by Jorge Avalos. But great job getting to the sideline, and the yards after contact. This guy is one of the best at it.
And a short field, the Royals will start from the 30-yard line. Acevedo back to the air. Foreman with it. Good gain for Isaiah Foreman, but another flag from the side judge.
Looked like a little flanker screen there. Right idea. Nice play. But again, the Yellow Laundry continuing to play a big role here in the first quarter. We're hearing a possibility of
This
a
will be a
sideline warning.
sideline warning. The first warning is just a warning. There's no flag.
The sideline warning was to Cleveland, so the play stands. Opportunity. Now Williams' return is a momentum swing that, you know, the little bit you sensed El Camino was down. They gave up a touchdown on the short field. And with that return by Williams, an opportunity to even up things. Chase Jackson in the ball game, wide left. Walker up the middle. Adrian Walker bouncing it. There goes Adrian Walker. What a run by Walker. Touchdown, ECR.
What a beautiful job by the entire ECR offensive line. Making way for a great running back to bounce out to a wide open right side of the field. And a very easy run in there from Adrian Walker. Should be a fun running back battle tonight.
Well, Adrian was dinged up much of the early season, but in recent weeks he's healthy and doing his thing. Ashlyn Delott trying to tie it.
Yep.
Young lady who has a very accurate leg.
Good to see her get the starting role tonight. One of the 23 seniors.
And she deadlocks the ball game, 7-7.
You know, maybe Coach Jason is right. Needing 28 points after all.
Well, this first quarter's tied at 7 apiece. The touchdown run from Walker.
Let's take a look here. Everybody doing their job. Literally every other person in blue and white doing their job, making way via the block. And Adrian Walker getting out to the right side of the field. Take another look here. Everybody, look at 56 there for El Camino Real. That's Emron Wardak Jr. Big block, and with everybody else as well.
So a quick response from ECR after the touchdown from Cleveland.
That was important. Started with the kick return, of course.
And we didn't see that as you take a look at Delott, but we didn't see that kind of response early on from Elko. They stammered and stuttered offensively. A much better team at that side of the football. Short kick taken by number 11, Jeremiah Perez. That pooch kick is the specialty of Ashlyn Delott. First female player in El Camino Real tackle football history. She's also on the girls flag football team. And that is, again, what she does best, that little pooch kick.
And it's working. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I'm not a fan of it, but it is working because there has not been any returns. So you at least keep the opponents inside their own 35.
All spotted at the 33.5-yard line for Cleveland High School. We're even at 7 apiece. Just under 4 minutes to play. Opening quarter. Glad you're with us. El Camino Real football on LA36. Short pass to Perez. And he's battling. They're trying to rip that ball free, and Perez won't give it up.
Well, the play was very well covered. You had two receivers to the right and the left side. Everybody's in man coverage. It was well covered. The problem was the tackling and lack thereof. So that, created some extra yards. Take another look here. So right here, that's a heck of a job and great pursuit, but he gets loose. And you got more yards, a few more yards out of that. So
ended up making 9 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 1. 3:10 to play, opening quarter. Fuentes quarterback draw. 1st down. And a nice effort by Dominic.
Good running quarterback.
And a late flag comes out after the fact.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, defense. We're going that way.
Well, they're hurting themselves, ECR.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's just these self-inflicted penalties that just aren't, very unnecessary. And all of this while we're still in quarter number 1.
Still got to move the sticks down the field. That cost the Royals 15 big yards. Ball inside the Royals 40. Place it down at the 38. Opportunity for Cleveland to regain the advantage. Fuentes near side. That was 4-on-4. Delgado trying to get the football, and he was hit hard by Shane Bogaz.
You talk about perfect timing.
Incomplete.
Initially, I thought he may have gotten there just a tad bit too early, but without a flag, you got to say that was absolutely perfect timing by Bogaz.
Yeah, Shane is known by Bogey, and he can hit. Number 4 on D.
See about a look here. Yeah, boy, that was an absolute perfectly played battle there for Shane Bogaz.
Jason Sabolic calls him the human missile, and we saw that there on display. 2nd down and 10. A rare pass from the Cavaliers. This play's blown dead. Like a little bit of movement on the offensive side of the ball. No, the movement was caused because El Camino came offside. And that trend continues with their mistakes.
That's 5 pre-snap penalties, and then you had the late hit out of bounds. So already 6 penalties.
Down to 2:45 left, opening quarter. 2nd and 5. Fuentes right up the middle with a great hole to work through. Cagua finally brings him down with assistance from Lincoln Elbert, but a big game. Great gain for the quarterback, Dominic Fuentes.
I'm not sure how the Royals missed this right up the middle on defense, but again, a very dangerous running quarterback at times, Dominic Fuentes.
He was in pretty good shape to run to the sideline and get the play and come back in. Opportunity for Cleveland, knocking on the door again. 2 minutes to play, opening stanza. at Cavalier Field. Maldonado spins for a few. Well, they are predictable, but they get it done.
Yep.
And Maldonado has 3 touchdowns this year, averaging 6 yards a carry, better than 300 yards of real estate on the season. Delgado averages over 7 yards a carry and has had 3 games with better than 100 yards. Second down, 6. Just above a minute to play in a very competitive first quarter. Fuentes again calling his number. Mason Lewis got him after a short gain, 23.
Better job wrapping up that time. Puts Cleveland in a 3rd down.
3rd and about 3. They'll bring in some extra size, big bodies. Daniel Mendez, an offensive lineman, comes onto the field. It's a tough offense to really catch up to because they have so many movement guys, so many guys moving around in that backfield, so many alternatives. Maldonado, they have Delgado. Obviously Fuentes, the quarterback.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
There's one that hurts Cleveland. Pitch to Maldonado. Running wide. Trying to get that first down.
Well, have a quarter break here to think about what they're going to do on 4th down. They're going to go, but they're going to cook up probably a run or something safe and something of short yardage.
Oh, good first quarter, tied at 7. ECR's bugaboo has been too many mistakes, penalties, and obviously the 1 interception thrown by quarterback Arturo Acevedo. Well, Coach Guzman's got a chance here to get the lead.
See what he dials up here. Between quarters, just needs, was it 4th and 1, yeah?
Again, Cleveland has done well on short yardage situations throughout the season and earlier tonight because of that ability to have different options. Will Dominic Fuentes carry the ball? Will they pitch it to Brandon Maldonado? Will they go to Isaac Delgado? That's the puzzle that ECR has to solve. Early on, ECR had a handle on that running game, but Cleveland's built a little bit momentum in recent situations. They got the 4th and very short. And a huge play early on in this game. This one could be a momentum swinger. The 4th and 1. Fuentes rolling, looking, and throwing the ball.
Wow.
Incomplete.
I am at a loss of words on that play. So that, okay, so I think the down marker may have been wrong then. I cannot believe they would do that the way they have gotten down the field and the way they have played this game so far.
So the ball goes over on downs. There was some confusion there, and they threw on 4th and 1.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Cleveland knew what down it was, to be honest with you. I mean, if they thought it was 1st and goal and you want to try that, fine. But from that spot, It's mind-boggling how you wouldn't keep the ball on the ground there, or at least something safer.
Walker is shut down, going right into the heart of that front. So you're right. I think Cleveland was totally confused. Again, this field, in all candor, is not marked well. And it's hard to read where you are on the down and distance. And if those markers on the far side are a little off, it's hard for the coaches, I think, to figure out what down it is. They can't see the yard line. You know one thing, Walker didn't get anything there, and it's 2nd down and 10.
The other thing is the scoreboard in between quarters had 1st down, and it took a while for that the down marker to actually change to 4. So I'm wondering by the time somebody saw it, it was just too late.
Looks like Acevedo's in goal. Handoff. Bouncing it is Walker. Adrian Walker, terrific run and a 1st down, and a big play to get him out of the shadow of their own goal.
Had a run of over 20 for a touchdown in the 1st quarter. Nice run here.
Great blocking up front.
Nice downfield blocking as well. That's number 19, Rafael Cortez, having a late block there.
Down to 10:45 left in the opening half. We're even at 7 apiece. A turnover cost ECR, and a mistake on offense by Cleveland, not realizing what down it is, turning it over on downs, passing on 4th down. Here's Walker again up the middle. Adrian Walker. Finally shut down by Rios, the sophomore who's so solid up front for Cleveland. Salaluma Rios has a huge body and tough to run against, but Adrian Walker was able to get downfield before he got him. Here come the Royals. 2nd and short. Folks stay on the ground. Walker, and they're waiting for him. This is going to be a negative play. Defense able to read that one. Beautifully done by Jacob Garcia. Strong side linebacker.
A lot of size on both sides of the line for Cleveland. That's why Coach Mario, one of the reasons Coach Mario wants to win in the trenches.
Well, you got to win in the trenches to win the football game.
Yep.
3rd down and 5. Big play for El Camino Real. Trips to the right side for ECR. 3rd down. Will they pick it up here and keep the drive going? Acevedo to the air. He has Williams. Jaden Williams down the sideline. The long strides. He's going to go all the way, I believe. Jaden Williams scores for ECR.
Yeah, you're not going to catch number 16 in open space.
What a run after the catch by Williams. And the Royals lead for the first time tonight.
Just incredibly fast and electric. Makes people miss. And 2nd big play tonight.
Well, we saw him score 4 times the last time we were on the air against Taft. That one is blocked, and it remains 13-7. You want to get the ball to 16 because of his ability to break away, and he does it right here.
Got him in open space and then makes a man miss.
You got to wrap up against him.
Yep. And then turns on the Jets. No chance to catch him.
Avalos had the angle and still couldn't catch up to him.
Avalos is climbing a hill the whole way. And
Well, Jason said he needed 28 points.
Yeah.
Got 2 touchdowns here in the first half, so he's well on his way. By the way, at halftime tonight, we'll meet all the seniors. There's 23 of them. Speaking of number 23 right there, as we look at Mason Lewis. He's one of the seniors you'll meet at halftime. 23 of them. Jason does a nice job interviewing. There's a part of Jason Sabolic that wants to get into broadcasting. He enjoys it. The Lots kickoff. Taken by number 11, Perez, and he's drilled.
Yeah, so that's why the pooch kick often works for ECR. So you know where the ball's going. You've got great downfield coverage and a great tackle there. So it's kind of one of the MOs, and you don't allow for any sort of run back.
That's quite a play again by number 4, Shane Bogaz. He is one tough guy. Had 4 interceptions last year, and he was hurt just a lot of the games. First down for Cleveland. Down by 6. Fuentes trying to set up the screen and does it well. That's well designed. Late hit again on that sideline. It was reeled in by Maldonado.
Yeah, I don't know. Pasquetta had to make sure he was out. So I'd like to see this again to see where that flag might have been.
Michael Good will give us the call.
5-yard face mask, defense, number 15.
Wasn't a late hit, but it was the face mask. There was that flag out of bounds, and normally that is a late hit.
Let's see where we can pick it up, probably as he took him out of bounds. Beautifully done on the screen pass, as you pointed out. Maldonado, and didn't see it there.
Looks
but
more like a late hit than a face mask, doesn't it?
Yeah, so unless that referee who threw the flag had the angle from his side, certainly didn't see anything on that.
Well, the Land has an opportunity. That's what they go by here at Cleveland, on the Land. 8:23 left first half. 13-7 for El Camino Real. You know, we've taken the coat off. We're in the press box. The windows are open. It's still warm here. It's not hot. It's actually delightful. No breeze at all. We'll march off the yardage against El Camino Real. That takes it into ECR territory down to the 48-yard line. First down, Cleveland. Looking for a touchdown and a conversion for the lead. Fly sweep with Delgado. And laterally, nice job by El Camino running laterally with Delgado.
Yeah, very nice job. Those are tough plays to cover, right? Put Delgado in motion on that fly sweep, and those are not easy to defend, and they certainly contained them there.
There's your score at 13-7. Big play, the long pass and run from Jaden Williams, thrown by Arturo Acevedo. Fuentes had a short touchdown run on a sneak for Cleveland. The other touchdown was a nice effort from Adrian Walker of El Camino. Royals by 6. Second down, close to 10. Fuentes to the air. Nearly picked off, nearly caught, incomplete. Saucedo was the target. That man, Cagua, read it well, nearly had the interception.
He thought he had it, and he feels like he should have had it. I think he just overran this a little bit. Yeah, just didn't reach up enough. Yeah.
It was high. It was not an easy play by any stretch of the imagination. Had he been able to make it, he would have had a touchdown. Third down. Still 10 needed. Just inside 8 minutes to play. Opening half. West Valley League action. Of course, Birmingham has controlled the West Valley for years. And in all candor, they've controlled the city, winning the last 4 open division titles. Marine League is very strong this year in the city. Pass over the middle. No good. Trying to hit that one up the seam. And it's 4th down, and the defense is held, and the punting unit is coming on for Cleveland.
Yep, that time Fuentes put into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long. Well covered down the field. Take a look here. Both teams not much going on with the passing game, although Acevedos did hit Williams for the long touchdown.
That one was well over the head of Saucedo. Good punt again by Ruben Lopez. Cagua. Too much traffic for him to run through. Cagua is shaken up. Hate to see that. Great kid. You'll meet him at halftime as one of our seniors. Hopefully, Javon will be okay.
Those two-way threats just cannot be without. Hopefully he gets up here. He's sitting up.
Really had a terrific game a week ago against Granada Hills. Transfer from Northridge Military, came in last year and had the winning tackle that preserved the win against Chatsworth at the goal line a season ago.
Yeah, he's walking off the field, but it just does not look good the way he's walking off.
That's a big loss if he can't return. Offense back out there for ECR, up 13-7. Saucedo on 1st down to the air. It was nearly intercepted, nearly caught in a late flag in the backfield.
Another play that could have been disastrous, just barely avoiding that. Giovanni Silva on the coverage.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense. Number 2, 15-yard penalty. 1st down, yes.
Edmund Janoyan, who's one of the leaders on defense, one of the quarterback of the defense, averaging 6 tackles a game, a little overzealous on that one.
Yep, and a good call. Got him up high. A clear roughing the passer there.
Of course, the Royals have won 3 out of the last 4, beating Dimely, Taft, Granada Hills, the one loss against that powerful Birmingham team.
Birmingham's got Taft tonight, and with a win, and it should be a win for Birmingham, they will wrap up the league title.
Rios is a big man, isn't he? 99.
Yep, a lot of size.
They didn't list his weight. Just he's 6'1", and the coach said he's got a big body. On 1st down, middle of the line, good effort on that run. Kept those wheels moving, churning, low to the ground. Adrian Walker.
By the way, Randy, Granada Hills plays Chatsworth. That's the other matchup tonight in the West Valley League. That is, to me, almost a toss-up meeting. Granada Hills has had a tough time this year winning close games. They've had 2 one-point losses in this league, including the one last week, of course, the ECR.
Yeah, there's great balance in the West Valley League if you take Birmingham out.
Yeah.
They're just a little bit above everyone else. Saucedo's going to keep it himself. Fakes that late pitch and got drilled. And that tackle came up high and the flag came out. That's going to cost Cleveland some yardage. That will cost the Cavaliers if this flag stands and the officials are conferring.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the tackle, it was just where it was, right? Just up high. Talking about it here.
Boy, there was tremendous contact on that one.
You see that on Saturdays, perhaps you get a targeting call, but see where this goes.
That sideline, very interested on what this is going to be resulted in. They think it's a penalty on Cleveland, but and we have an injury with a player down as well. So that's the reason for the timeout. Let's get the call from Michael Good.
We have a personal foul, helmet to helmet contact, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's what we anticipated. And this was a violent collision.
Yeah, Acevedo looking to throw in the flat, decides to keep it, and then there it is, right up high. So at the high school level, it's called helmet to helmet. If that happens tomorrow, it's a different story.
That's quarterback on quarterback, too. That was Fuentes with the hit. Those eights colliding. Hopefully Arturo's okay. 13-7 is the arithmetic for ECR. As we mentioned, they're looking for their 4th win in their last 5 games. When this is all sorted out, the Royals are going to have excellent field position. And Arturo is up, and he's okay, apparently, and that's great news. That's the problem always when you have a quarterback that likes to run it like that, especially when it's naked on the outside. And you can see how violent Dominic Fuentes is on defense. The coach said he's a hard hitter. He's not just a quarterback on offense. Wow, he came up and really drilled Arturo Acevedo. But the good news is Arturo's okay. See who is out there to quarterback the team. The backup is normally David Molina, number 9, who has started this year. Handed off. And it's not a handoff. It's Molina carrying the ball. There's David Molina.
That's it's going to get. That should be a horse collar tackle. And by the way, number 9 taking over the quarterback position on that play.
And you see what Molina can do. He can really run. And you're right. Another foul. This one against Cleveland. So they're doing what ECR did in the first quarter with those penalties.
Yep. That's the personal foul, horse collar. So that's 15 big ones there. Take another look on the keeper, Molina. See the horse collar coming up right over here. Easy call there. 27, Okiola.
Oluwafemi Okolola with the foul. These penalties are moving El Camino into a position where they could score again in the final 6.5 minutes. And Molina is the quarterback. Walker in the backfield right next to him. And it is Walker right up the middle. Nice hole. That's great blocking up front and a good gain for Adrian Walker. Fuentes with the stop. Walker hits the hole in a hurry.
Absolutely. Both these backs have had a big first half. As ground-oriented game. It's been a great first half, but for the penalties that have happened a lot on both sides.
Yeah, if you're Cleveland, you're really got to be shaking your head to all these fouls in the second quarter. And they've had big fouls. 15-yard variety. Molina's done a nice job taking over for Acevedo at quarterback, running the offense. Gives it to Walker again. This time he has no chance as he's thrown down by Kobe Green. Again, Green's the guy that averages 9 tackles a game.
Walker getting the handoff, and again getting in there, as you pointed out, Kobe Green. Big aggressive tackle.
Elko with the timeout. We hope and we wish all good things for Arturo Acevedo. We hope that he does return. But for the moment, it's David Molina. And that experience of starting earlier in the year before Acevedo became eligible is now something that Molina can look back on and say, hey, that was great experience for me. And he probably feels more comfortable right now.
Yep, and you never know when he's when someone like that is needed. And Acevedo going down on that previous play. And number 9 gets his number, and then able to make a play for his team.
I think Mario Guzman's got to be disappointed with the way his team has had all those penalties in the second quarter. Jason, I would feel, is probably feeling pretty good about things right
now. The Royals had all the penalties in the first quarter. I believe 6 was the count. And that's they've seen it settle in nicely here in the second quarter in that regard.
Yeah, they got the jitters out. Third down play. See what Molina and company can do. And Cleveland may have come offside. Again, in high school football, if you come across, you can't get back. Blaze blown dead.
Snap, encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Much more manageable now. It's going to be third down and very short.
First down.
In fact, now they're going to indicate first down.
Yeah. Those are the types of mistakes we have seen this entire first half on each side. This particular one results in the first down instead of making them earn it.
Molina driving them down the field with the help of Cleveland penalties. Just above 5 minutes to play. Adrian Walker, number 5, has been the bell cow so far in the opening half for Elko. Another flag.
Prior to the snap, delay a game, offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Again, this one's a little bit more understandable with the new quarterback in. You don't like it, but it's understandable. First and 15. Having trouble getting the plays in, too. Look at the wholesale substitutions. The dangerous Jaden Williams deployed to the left side. Molina to the air, looking for Cortez. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. A near touchdown for Rafa. Another flag behind the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 53.
Roughing the passer on Jacob Garcia of the Cavaliers. Great catch by Cortez, but as you can see, he's well outside the line.
Yep, throws into coverage, just hope he gets up and he's okay, and it looks like he's fine, but just another scary moment. Took him a while. Acevedo going down just a moment ago. And he's actually kind of a little gimpy there, jogging off.
Cleveland's lost its composure here with these fouls.
Yes.
(13-7) ECR. 5 minutes remains, opening half. In a second quarter that is slowed down. Well, Camino would love to score here and get a double score advantage. We're going to have a long halftime for you. We're going to meet all the seniors for ECR. 23 of them. So we're immediately going to go to that as soon as this half ends. Jason Sabolic, the coach, does all the interview. Trying to score. Throw into the corner. Is it caught?
Yeah.
Touchdown. 16 again. Jaden Williams, 2 touchdowns on the night.
Underthrown ball, and what a job by Williams turning around and actually coming back to find the football. An incredible reception. Not a terrible throw, but a better catch.
9 touchdowns this year for Jaden Williams. 2 tonight. Again, 4 against Taft, and the lead is 19-7. Delot on for the PAT. They're not going to go for 2. Just try to get that 1, tack it on, and they do. And it's 20-7.
Boy, Williams, what a first half he has had. 2 touchdowns, an incredible kick return. Take another look. A good job. Acevedo gets the ball out there. But you see he's got to stop and kind of turn around and find the football before going out of bounds.
That's a great catch.
Just an unbelievable catch, in my opinion. You're up against the sideline, the back of the end zone, everything. And he puts that right foot down after the presence of mind of coming back and actually locating the football.
Other big news on that play is that Acevedo returned to throw it. He came in for Molina. So the number 1 is back in and threw it into the corner, giving his receiver at least a chance. In that dark corner, it was hard to tell if he made the grab.
Absolutely,
and he did.
Give him credit for getting the ball out there. But what a catch in the end zone.
It really was. Under 5 minutes to play in the half. 20-7. Another pooch kick. This gives Cleveland really good field position out across their 45, still going into El Camino territory to the 43, and another flag is called.
I got carried about 20 yards down the field.
And another one is game's a little out of control. Emotions are running high in this huge game in the West Valley.
Now we said it right at the top. Second place on the line. Winner of this game likely to finish in second, and been a hard-fought battle. A lot of stuff in the trenches tonight, as you would expect. And
right now, I start thinking about what Jason said. You brought it up before about the needing at least 28 points to win. He's right on target. It's going to take, it looks like, at least 28 to win this game.
Defense for ECR continues to play well. Just allowed the 6 points last week. Just the 1 touchdown so far tonight.
On a short field,
half,
too, after the interception.
Yes.
And there were multiple flags on the play, and that's why we have the conversation.
We have 2 fouls on the play. We have aiding the runner by the return team. And we have a dead ball personal foul. What was the number? 34 on the defense. So we're going to mark off both penalties. We're going to go 5 yards this way, and we're going to go 15 yards this way.
So that's good news for Cleveland. They get a plus 10.
Plus 10 there. Take a look at how far this guy is pushed down the field. And again, you know, everybody's reaching up high. Somebody's got to go down low and make sure the Alatorre gets tackled there.
Gotta love Omar's effort on that play, carrying would-be tacklers with him. First down for Cleveland. They're at the ECR 35-yard line. Chance to bounce right back into it. We have a timeout taken here by El Camino Real.
That'll be their final one.
Twenty to 7. ECR lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. 2 touchdown catches for number 16, Jaden Williams, and a beautiful run for Adrian Walker for a score. The 1 touchdown for Cleveland was a 1-yard sneak by the quarterback, Dominic Fuentes. Big opportunity, though, here for Cleveland to jump right back into it.
Opportunity to keep the ball on the ground, chew up as much of this final 4:35 as possible, and leave ECR with not much time.
Maldonado bouncing it. And a good effort. And a late flag. Way too many of those in the first half. And that was thrown downfield. You might think this one might go against ECR.
Yeah, well, anytime the flag comes in late like that, often goes against the defense.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. What number? Number 4.
For Shane Bogas.
15-yard penalty, first down. Hey, get that ball.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it. Sorry, I'm not saying that's the second time I didn't see a face mask. One was called, that first one that was called out of bounds.
Well, we're at point blank range are the Cavaliers. First and goal right at the 10-yard line. Maldonado in the backfield with Delgado. This is Delgado carrying it.
Following the left side of his line, and
4 minutes left. 4 just tackled for. Bogas got Delgado to the ground.
Working the short side of the field.
And a touchdown on the next play. Maldonado takes it in. Brandon Maldonado.
Yeah, just a penalty. Middle drive again defensively there that really hurt ECR. The only good thing, if you can think of a good thing about this, there is still 3:38 to work with for ECR to get that back.
Anthony Martinez, the senior kicker's on. Nice touchdown there for Brandon Maldonado, his 4th of the season. Another holdup in action here. Referee Michael Good has it straightened out.
Yeah, it's a clock issue. Gonna reset it. I believe the looks like they're gonna put 10 seconds back on. Ran all the way down to 3:38. Now 3:48.
Martinez pushes that one up and through. He's 2 for 2 on the night. So a 2014 game in the first half. Well, the Land's back in it. That's Rios, who's so big and strong on defense. Looks a little exhausted, doesn't he?
Yes.
Playing his heart out tonight.
It's one of those just gut wrench games, you know, right? Line of scrimmage, and some of these players are two-way players, and just a huge football game. 2 games left with this one.
Cerritos is going to kick off, number 22, junior. Well, remember, Jaden Williams set up a touchdown with a nice return. Really got the offense going with that return. Foreman did a nice job of catching that. That was a tough one to handle.
Yeah. Not a bad move by Coach Mario there, trying that at this stage. Either way, you know, the Royals do have enough time. Even if it was a long kickoff, they would have had enough time to get down the field, so you don't give them that much more by trying that. I think it was a good opportunity.
But it does give El Camino the 40-yard line, so
Yep.
they need 60 yards, and they have 3:44 to do it in. They certainly can navigate that number. They're fully capable. But it is good to see Acevedo back in there. Throwing 2 touchdowns tonight to Jaden Williams. Handoff, Walker. Again, he's thrown down hard. It's a very physical team from Cleveland, and Kobe Green is a real violent player.
Yeah, he's been an impact player tonight on defense. Kobe Green had the interception that led to a touchdown in the first quarter.
Let's see what ECR will do here. Second down and long. Yeah, they're taking their time. Their passing game is clicked. Let's see if Acevedo goes to the air. He has not hit Rafa Cortez yet. He's going to swing it out, checking it down to Walker. I want to get Adrian out in space and let him do his thing.
You kind of feel like the clock isn't maybe too much of a factor for El Camino Real. You can wonder if it's going to another late flag here, but you got to wonder if it's going to come to a point on this drive where Cleveland is going to want to start burning a timeout or two to try to get the ball back.
We got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, number 32. 32.
So this penalty is going to hurt Cleveland. Went against Damian Caro. He was chirping on the near sideline, and they hit him with a 15-yard foul, and it gives El Camino Real the first down. So they overcome the down and distance, and the Royals, with 2:44 left, are in business. Malik up the middle. Kona Malik. First down, ECR. Dropped in the deep secondary by Jorge Avalos.
That's a very well-designed play. ECR had trips to the right. Saw the fake throw in that direction, and a kind of a misled Cleveland defense there.
Royals coming right back down the field. And they throw it to the side. Great dance step on that sideline. That's Rafa Cortez that caught it. That's his first catch of the evening.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a matter of time before they got the ball to Rafa. He's got those great mitts, great hands. It's in his area code. He's going to make the catch.
So again, Cleveland's got 2 timeouts left. So let's see how quick, if ECR can get in, how quick it happens.
And Kona Malik, 3 is in the backfield. He has the ball. Kona Malik. Dust flies. Goes just inside the 5. Down to 1:35, and the clock is running here at Cavalier Field. Timeout for the moment.
Yep. Another player down. Cavalier is down.
Well, a good opportunity here for ECR. And it's funny how football goes, isn't it? I mean, last week you win a 10-7-6 game. It was scoreless at halftime. And here it looks like you're going to be in a shootout.
Yeah,
a week later.
Of course, we don't know what the second half brings. And, we felt like the first half of the first quarter went by extremely fast, just in spite of all the penalties. But before you knew it, a couple of quick touchdowns. It's been 13-7 alone in the second quarter. But yeah, this is a little bit higher at this juncture than what we expected. And certainly ECR. This score going into halftime, if they can be up by at least 1 score, I think you would certainly take it on the road. Very tough game.
Well, I think they'd rather be up by 2 scores, obviously, and especially with this field position. You want to be able to punch it in and take advantage of where you are.
Get some type of points here, even if you get just the 3 and with limited time for Cleveland. El Camino Real will also get the ball coming out in the third quarter. So this is a huge part, Randy, of this football game. So you got an opportunity here with 1:36 to go to make it a 2-possession game. Then you're going to get the ball to start the third. So this is a huge opportunity for the Royals to get some breathing room and get the Cavaliers kind of caught in this late first half, early second half time frame with 2 possessions.
And it was the big man Rios that was shaken up. So that defensive front loses one of their better players. ECR with the handoff, trying to get it in. Not quite there yet. Playing some smash mouth football. Nick Genovese with the carry. He's a very strong player. He's been a running back at ECR the last couple of years, but playing mostly defense this season, number 2. And again, you'll meet him in a few moments on our halftime show. Genovese again pushing forward. Not quite in yet. It looked like he was there. This is real close to the goal line. Battling, not reaching, trying to get there just a little bit. Not quite there, and again, they're bottled up, and the ball's going to go over on downs. They're denied. Great defense by Cleveland with 35 seconds left.
That is a massive stop.
give Cleveland's defensive front a lot of credit for denying ECR. Looked like they were going to get the touchdown. They went to the big back Genovese, and he was denied.
Yeah, I was just going to make a comment, wondering why they weren't calling a timeout, but it turned out that that worked out for them.
Yeah, again, we're going to meet those seniors at halftime. It's 20-14. You would think Cleveland will try to do something that's simple and not risk anything. Yeah. They pitch it back, which is kind of surprising, but they're able to turn it upfield a little bit. Nice run there by Maldonado. Timeout taken by Cleveland, so they still have some offense in them.
Interesting. This far backed up, with 28 seconds to go. Not sure I agree with it, but.
Well, you're down 20-14. You just went down the field and scored, so you're a little bit confident, but this is
28
a little
seconds.
risky.
Yeah.
Little risky.
Closer to midfield, obviously you're calling timeout. I don't know if I would do that right here, but we'll see how it develops.
Long first half and an entertaining one, but those penalties have also
Dead ball,
been involved.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8.
Yeah, that's Fuentes, the quarterback. He's feisty. Just 28 seconds left, and again, I'm kind of surprised if they do anything but move forward and just try to kill the clock. Again, a pitch to Maldonado, and that should end the half. Nobody's going to stop it here, I would think. Clock running down. Well, maybe we will get another timeout. Cleveland again takes the timeout.
I'm sorry.
You surprised by that?
Yeah, I am really surprised by this.
That's confidence in your offense, though, if you're Mario Guzman.
Yeah, I get that. It's just, you got to also play within the context of the game. It's been a mistake-prone first half by both teams. I think you would just want to get into the locker room, regroup halftime, and start thinking about the third quarter. We're talking 11 seconds, and you're backed up in your own part of the field. It's not as if you're around near midfield.
See if this is the final play of the half. No, they're going to the air. We're going for it all the way. Incomplete. With 6 seconds left. They want to prolong the agony before they go in the locker room on an aerial intended for Jeremiah Perez. They want to expand homecoming here. Final 6 seconds. And back to the air. Brought in by Perez. And that ends the half. So at the break, it's 20-14 El Camino Real. Jason Sabolic has all the seniors. Let's meet him at intermission.
All right. Thank you for having us once again. Our annual introduction of our senior class 2024 edition. I am joined right now with number 1 in your hearts and number 1 on the field, Javon Kagwa. Javon, what is it like to have been an El Camino Real football player, coming especially from another high school and joining us last year?
I just think it's like a great thing because coming from my old school, it was an 8-man, so it wasn't like a big field and it was like a small amount of players. But coming to this school, they gave me opportunity and I was able to make myself known.
Fantastic, and you've been a welcome addition. What has it been like for you in the process?
I mean, it took a lot of courage, but luckily with the great coaching that I have, I was able to perform at my very best every single game that I got.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for having you, and we really appreciate all your hard work and efforts. Thank you, bud. Number 2, Nick Genovese, a dual sport athlete. Tell us what it's been like on the other side of the baseball field at El Camino, being a football player.
So, being a football player, I really love this team, especially coming from another school playing 2 sports. And this school just came in with open hearts, open arms. They really loved me being here, and I love that. And I love the work ethic that we have here because it's a lot better. I'm not going to say anything about my basketball. That's my old school, but it's better. I like it.
And not just playing 2 sports, but playing on multiple sides of the ball. Give us a quick second about how that has been for you playing both offense and defense.
Yeah, so I started out as a running back, and I was doing good, but I got injured last year. I was out for the season. But this year it's been great, and I switched to Mike linebacker. It's very surprising, but I'm doing, I would say, pretty good at Mike, and that's been my favorite position so far.
Well, we've loved having you on the football field. Appreciate all your hard work and effort. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
All right. Now I'm joined by number 3, Kona Malig, also at one point a dual sport athlete. Tell us what it's been like to be one of the captains of the football program the past couple of years.
You know, there's a lot of leadership roles that you have to step into and take charge in being a captain, and you have to lead by example and like set the bar high, and then you can never go lower.
And Kona leads on and off the field, in the weight room, on the field, laying vicious hits. What are your plans in the upcoming future? Football in the cards for you?
Probably not, but I still always am going to cherish the game, and yeah, just...
Well, I'd love to see you play more than just this year. Doing a fantastic job for us. Thank you for all your hard work and effort, Kona. Really appreciate you, buddy. Eli Melendez, one of the soft-spoken men on and off the field, does a great job for us. Give us a quick snapshot of what it's been like at El Camino for you playing in the football program.
Yeah, you know, it's been very humbling. You know, there's been a lot of life lessons that I'll always take from here from Elko, and just in football in general that I always, you know, apply after high school, and just in life in general. You know, I think there's just a lot of great benefit of just being part of, you know, of this team, and just football and just in general. It's been a great experience.
Well, dealing with an injury and not suiting up tonight, but always been a good, strong part of our backbone, and we appreciate all your work and efforts, Eli.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, buddy. I'm joined by number 13, Lance Wilson. Lance, talk to us for a moment about what El Camino Real football has been for you.
El Camino has been like a really good way to how I express myself, and also listen my feelings at home, so I can just take off on the field. It's also been like a really great way to like make friends at school, so I don't have to like go express myself at school. I can just go hang out with my teammates, and it's just a really good time playing with my team.
So team culture and good outlet, that's great to hear. But what about being on the field really excites you?
Being on the field that excites me is that I can like make a play, and with everyone like to see that play happen is a really good like feeling. Like that's why I like my football. I can have like a good play.
Fantastic. Unfortunately, Lance got injured this week in practice and won't be able to suit up tonight, but hopefully next week and in the playoffs and well into the future, as the future is bright for you. Really appreciate all your hard work and effort, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we're joined by number 14, Isaiah Foreman. Isaiah, coming from another high school last year, jumping into the fray, going into your senior year, give us a snapshot of what it's been like to be a part of the El Camino Real football team.
It's been very exponential. It's been, you've been really welcoming, and all I can just say is thank you for letting me be a part of your team. And I've been having fun, and I continue to want to have fun. And it's just been very great. I can't even put it into words how welcoming this team has been since day one. When I first came, I was very nervous, but that how welcoming this team is. The coach, the players, just meant a lot. Way more better than the whole team.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on the field as you've gotten a chance to now play on offense and defense, and hopefully well into the future, as the future is definitely bright as far as football is concerned for you. We definitely appreciate you coming to us and having you on the field. Have a fantastic night tonight, bud. All right. Number 15, Julian Piscata, a 4-year player for us in the program. Talk about a little bit what those 4 years have meant to you.
It's been great. Ever since I joined after 8th grade culmination, Elko has welcomed me with open hands. I was able to build a family here. I was able to create, grow, not only build myself as a football player, but as a person, as an adult going on to be an adult. I've learned so much from Coach Sabolic. He's a very intelligent man, and I love being here. It's been great.
Well, I appreciate the kind words, buddy. Tell us also what maybe is in store for number 15 in the future as far as football is concerned.
We'll see where life takes me. You know, I had really fun here. I've built a lot of trust in everyone. I've built a lot of family, friendships, and we'll just see where the road takes us.
Well, we've appreciated all 4 years of being a part of your trajectory and all your hard work and efforts. Thank you, bud. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, number 16, Jason Williams, coming off of a really impressive performance the last couple of weeks. Take us through once again what the last few years have meant to you.
On the field, everything's been good. You know, getting moved up here my sophomore year. You know, competing for my spot is like. Really, I'm gonna lot of words right now. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. A man of few words, and that's okay. He takes care of it on and off the field, doing a great job for us. It's been a pleasure getting to coach you and watching you flourish, and hopefully bodes well for the next couple of years and continuing on to play football.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Good luck tonight, buddy. Shafi Naeem, number 17, joins me right now. Shaf, once again, the last few years, you have been a part of the program. Give us a snapshot of how that's meant to you, what it's been like for you.
Well, it shaped me as a man, Coach. I've been through a lot of hardships these past 4 years, and you said it really well these past 2 weeks during film. You said you were trying to coach wisdom into people, and you did just that into me. I learned how to be resilient, hardworking, and just overall just see things through and just make myself better and just tough. So, yes, thank you, Coach.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you for the kind words, and maybe a job in politics being very well spoken and a fantastic answer. But we thank you for all of your hard work and efforts and wish you the best of luck tonight and in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. All right, here she comes, Ashlyn DeLate. Tell us what it's been like, not just playing football, but flag football simultaneously, and what this year has meant for you.
Honestly, it's been one of the best years, especially of my high school career, but also of my life. Like, being on both sports, especially at the same time, has given me a lot of new opportunities, meeting so many new people, and I wouldn't have the friends I had without it.
Fantastic. Well, you've been such a welcome addition to the program, being from a line, a lineage, family history, of your brother playing for us in the program, and now you getting to be a part of it. It's phenomenal. We, once again, have enjoyed your presence and appreciate all your hard work and efforts.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to the coaches.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck tonight. I'm joined right now by number 19, Rafa Cortez, who we missed for a year, but now he comes back home to end his illustrious career, as it speaks, with the time in this last year at El Camino. What has it meant to you? What has it been like for you?
It's been amazing. Like, from my freshman year to right now, like, Elko's been family for me, and even when I left, like, you guys have been like, you guys wished me good luck, and then when I came back here, you guys opened me up with open arms, and we've just been putting in the work the whole summer, the whole spring, and right now.
There really hasn't been a young man that has exemplified hard work and effort and resilience more so than Rafa has. And we appreciate all your hard work and efforts, buddy, and wish you the best of luck, not just in the upcoming weeks, but hopefully in the future for the next 4 years playing football at a high level. We really appreciate you, buddy. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Number 22, Syed Tamim. Syed, one of the strongest individuals in the program, believe it or not. Size is not an issue for Syed. Tell us what it's been like and all of your hard work and efforts in this football program.
Man, there's so much stuff that comes from this program, especially. I can't even start where I started before this program. I was way shorter, way bigger, and I could not even lift up a pencil if I wanted to. But after this program, it really taught me a lot. It made me stronger mentally and physically, and it really just boosted everything overall.
Well, not only that, but off the field, you carry pretty close to a 4.0 grade point average and are a leader in the program. Talk to us about that.
I mean, it's very difficult to juggle school and football at the same time. It's really taught me a lot, too, to how to manage my time very wisely. So I think the program really helped me understand how to manage my time more wisely.
Fantastic, and we're being visited by the LA Fire Department at the moment during the halftime festivities in between games for homecoming, but we really appreciate all your hard work and efforts and leaderships over the last couple years, buddy. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, Mason Lewis, another one of the two tandem strongest guys on the team, maybe not size-wise, but strength-wise, and just battled every step of the way. Tell us a little bit for the last 4 years.
The last 4 years have been kind of tough, not having a field, but we still did our best with what we had, and we made things work out.
Fantastic, and once again, also off the field, promotes a phenomenal grade point average and getting the job done on both sides. We really appreciate all your hard work and efforts over the years, buddy. Good luck tonight and the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Angel Contreras, number 27. Talk to us about the struggle of making it into the program and then once again making it on the team, coming from a school like Cleveland to El Camino. What has it been like for you in the football program?
It's been amazing. It was really hard, I had to push myself when it was really hard, and I'm forever grateful for this, I'll forever rep Elko forever. It's taught me a lot, push myself, be more than average, and most of all, I built a brotherhood.
And that's really the most important thing, is we really want to kind of hit home, is being a part of that family and earning that trust of your comrades and your teammates. Buddy, good luck to the way.
Coach,
you're welcome. All right, number 31, Max Ferrulli rejoins us once again, like Rafa Cortez, coming back home to El Camino. What has it been like starting at El Camino, leaving, coming back, and what is it differentiated between what you've seen and what we have as a family and a program?
This program's definitely more loving, more caring. The guys here appreciate each other just for being each other. The coaches here are way nicer, and it's a lot warmer, so I love football out here. I love coming back. I love being here. It's a special place. We have special players and special coaches. I really love it out here.
Well, that's awesome, buddy, and we're so happy to have you back and enjoying you being around the football program, on and off the field. Just a great presence, great effort, nonstop motor. So wish you the best of luck the rest of the way and this evening.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, you're welcome. Number 32, Noah Gonzalez. Talk to us a little bit about your 4-year trajectory and being in the program and playing a role now on defense. What has that meant to you?
It means a lot, coming up from freshman year to now, taught me how to be a better man, taught me how to be more accountable, and just the brotherhood that we have here, especially with the bond that we had. Being on the road my first 3 years, it's just been amazing.
Fantastic, and doing it on and off the field and putting in that effort, coming back from an injury. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, it took a lot of preparation, a lot of recovery in order for me to get to where I am now, and I'm just grateful that I have God with me.
Well, best of luck to you tonight and the rest of the way, Noah. Thanks for all your hard work and effort, bud.
Thank you.
Jakub Macho, our international talent this year, coming all the way to us from Trnava, Slovakia. Talk to us for a second what it's been like being in America and playing American football.
Actually, it's been really fun. Elko welcomed me with open hands. Like, I played football there before, 2 years. And, it's been fun. It's my first time in America. It's really nice. The experience very different from Slovakian experience, because we don't usually have people watching us play the game. We just play the game between us and teams.
It's been phenomenal having you around and getting to have you in class. You do it both on and off the field at such a young age. I appreciate all of your maturity and all of your hard work and efforts. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Number 37, our kicker, Connor Bailey. Talk to us a little bit about coming into the program and what it's kind of meant for you as far as being a part of the El Camino Real football program.
I came into the program not ever playing a down of football in my life. Actually, our very own Jose Jimenez got me to come try out junior year, and it's been a blast. It's been my junior football season flew by, and senior season I was having even more fun. And this program, it's really done a lot for me. I feel like I've been welcomed here, part of the family, and all the brothers and family I've made along the way. And even though my season was cut short, I had a hell of a time.
Fantastic. Well, and you mentioned that injury where unfortunately you don't get to play and you get to watch us from the sideline, but having you around in the program and getting to be around your work and effort, it's greatly appreciated, buddy. We loved having you around.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Have a good rest of the night, bud.
You too.
Number 50, Michael Betosh, one of the cogs in our offensive line. Talk to us a little bit about what it's been like, the struggle, battling injury week in and week out, and just staying strong.
Well, for me, first off, I want to start off by thanking the coaches. And to answer your question, Coach Sabolic, I'd like to say that I think it really means resilience. I think a lot of this program is built on resilience. I mean, especially I came into the program at a time when we didn't have a home field. And, I mean, I think it was a big part of the coaches, instilling that resilience into the whole team. And, I mean, like you said, injury week in, week out. And, just that resiliency is what helps us deal with that, So I'd like to thank you.
Well, I appreciate it. Another warrior on and off the field supporting a phenomenal grade point average and looking at, political science as a possible major. And, we'll see where we go. But we wish you the best of luck and thank you for all your hard work and effort over the last few years.
Thank you. I
appreciate you, buddy. Number 58, Tatum Sakai, one of the stalwarts in our offensive line. Talk to us about what it's been like being a part of this program for 4 years.
It's been amazing. It's like a family here, and it's so welcoming, and I love being here. Great 4 years. Love it.
And been just such a phenomenal part of our offensive line and our weight program and working strong and being the guy that we can rely on to run behind every week in and week out. You're going to be sorely missed, buddy. I can tell you that much. And we definitely appreciate all your hard work and effort.
Thank you.
All right, our center, number 68, Jamison Forbes. We're saving the best for last here. Talk to us what it's been like. Such a far cry from where you started as a freshman, now culminating in your senior year. Tell what it's been like.
It's been great. I mean, we've been pressed a lot of challenges together. I mean, through all the consequences and games we've lost, we've all stuck together, and it's more of a family now than just a team.
Well, that's fantastic, and I'll tell you what, watching where you've come from to where you are now, it's special for me as a coach to see that, and all your hard work and effort is greatly appreciated, buddy. Thank you for all that you've done. All right, last but not least, Luke Metkin, a senior in his first year ever playing football. Give us a snapshot of what it's been like in your first year playing.
I wasn't really expecting to play at the beginning of the year, but now I'm here. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I've gotten a lot better. And a sport that I never thought I'd play in my entire life, I've enjoyed more than almost anything I've ever done. So it's been a great time.
And that's phenomenal. And I hope that we had gotten you sooner and wish you all the best. And, maybe a couple more years of football are in the cards.
Maybe. I hope to play some sports in college, baseball or football, whatever it is.
Fantastic. We wish you best of luck the rest of the way, buddy. Thanks for all your hard work and effort.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, once again,
All right, wasn't that great? Meeting all those seniors. Thanks to Jason Sabolic for doing that. And really wonderful to meet all the guys. And they have a 20-14 lead at half. I have some highlights as El Camino's built this 6-point lead. A lot of nice plays in the first half. Darren, this was fun to watch.
Yeah, very fun first half. A lot of nice playmakers out there. Take a look at Isaac Delgado as Cleveland did a great job keeping the ball on the ground as usual, but one of several big-time plays here. Javon Kagwa making a nice return, but it was flagged. And then, of course, Acevedo got banged up on one play. This was the worst thing that happened. Underthrown ball that led to 6 Cleveland points eventually after the interception. The Royals bouncing back nicely, doing it with the ground game here. This is a beautiful touchdown run by Adrian Walker. 20-plus yards out. The time tied the game at 7. You had a Isaac Delgado in on that play as well, and then Walker up the middle with some big yards. And here is one of several big plays by number 16 in the first half, Jaden Williams.
Yeah, that was the most electrifying play of the half.
And he had many. That was one of them, going to the house, putting ECR on top at the time, 13-7.
Shane Bogues with the great hit on the specialty unit. Here's that other catch by Williams.
Absolutely the play of the half. Second touchdown pass to Williams. And this happened. Brandon Maldonado running that in. A couple of penalties costing ECR defensively there. They trimmed the lead to 20-14.
It is homecoming at Cleveland High School here at Cavalier Field, and at an extended halftime. We're just about set to go for the second half. Mario Guzman talking to his team, and I would imagine he's saying, guys, we got flagged so many times in that first 24 minutes. You got to play aggressively, but play under control.
Absolutely, and that was a problem for El Camino Real in the first quarter, and then it translated to the other side of the field in the second quarter. Other than that, entertaining game. Figured it would be a close game. Tough battle. Second place on the line.
An emotional game. It is a remarkable improvement by ECR from what we saw in those first games early on when they only scored 7 points in their first 4 games, shut out in their first 3 games. And this is a different team. You saw the 20 in the first half. They have playmaking ability.
Yeah, and we know, I mean, they have several playmakers for sure offensively, and they did a heck of a job staying the course just to keep it going. You don't quit, just keep playing and playing, and it all came together.
Mario is normally a pretty easygoing guy. You could see he ripped into his team. He was just not happy with those fouls.
For good reason. A lot of it very unnecessary. I mean, it's not like we're seeing holding calls or pass interference where they're just quick football fixes, right? We're seeing discipline fouls. You're seeing pre-snap penalties. You're seeing late hit out of bounds. You're seeing face mask. All that stuff should not be happening after the first couple of weeks of the season.
Cerritos will kick off for Cleveland High School, and El Camino will receive the second half kickoff. The dangerous Jaden Williams licking his chops for a return, as is Lincoln Elbert and others. Mason Lewis is back there, 23 as well. Dropping back with them is Chase Jackson. So all 4 of those guys in a position where they could return this second half kickoff. Let's see what the second half brings at Cleveland High School. Still no breeze, Darren. It's an absolutely perfect night.
Yeah, 68 tonight at kickoff, but I think we've gone north of that.
You think we'll have an ending here like the Dodger game where Freddie Freeman hit a walk-off grand slam? First one ever in World Series history. Dodgers beat the Yankees in game 1, 6-3.
I cannot believe the halftime score
of the modern day St. John Bosco game.
Top 2 teams in the country. Halftime, 45-zip. Halftime.
Modern day.
Modern day.
That's, again, a very young St. John Bosco team.
But number 2.
I get that. But,
and really good.
Yeah, but they haven't faced a team quite like modern day yet. So, but it's only one game, and those teams have had a history of meeting again later on. A little bit of a delay here. Still waiting for the kick from Cerritos. Again, Cleveland came in here 4-4. El Camino Real 3-5 overall. Cleveland is ranked 16th in the city. ECR number 24. Randy Rosenblum on hand with Darren Preston tonight. Glad you're with us, Darren.
Thank you very much. Been fun working with you a handful of times this year.
We've had a good time. I don't know what the delay is. They're still sorting it out. Michael Good is our referee, and they're having a conversation. Again, there was a lot of people on the field at halftime, and I don't know what this delay is.
Now there's an issue with the on the ground.
Yeah, it looks like they are looking at the spot at the 10-yard line, and they're putting some extra dirt down, right? That's what we're seeing. Fix that field. By the way, in the next year or two, they're going to get a brand new field here. And that's already been ordered, but it might take another year or two. Things don't happen quickly in the LAUSD. But this old field, this Dust Bowl that we're seeing tonight, is going to go away. So now that the field is chalked and fixed, we should be ready to go.
Looks like that was a quick fix, and very fortunate to have a quick fix like that, because I've seen those types of issues as a broadcaster before that would take a very long time.
They had a lot of floats and stuff on the field, so they probably put a little dent in the field. This one is kicked deep to Jaden Williams. Let's see what can he do here. Jaden Williams again, high stepping as he goes. He's tough to tackle,
Wow.
isn't he?
Wow, just an electric player.
So let's see what ECR can do here as we begin the third quarter. Temperature still a delightful 63. I don't think the wind is calm. I think there is no wind.
Actually feels a little warmer now than it did at kickoff. And dropped a few degrees, but maybe just the body heat that's in here. They sold upwards of 1,300 tickets for this one.
Spotted at the 37. That's where they start from. Good gain on first down that sideline. That's great blocking up front. And Adrian Walker has the first down.
Great to see a ground game, and that's what you want to do with a lead.
Takes it out across the 45 to the 48-yard line. Well, El Camino came in thinking they needed to score at least 28. They're well on their way. They'd love dearly to get a score here to begin the third quarter and make a statement. And again, they'll stay on the ground. It's a good place to go with Walker. Knifing through the defense, and a nice gain for Adrian Walker. He's into the Lands territory down to the 47-yard line. Picked up 5, 2nd and 5. It's a long 5. It's between 5 and 6 yards needed. And again, they're dancing. They're having a good time here at Cleveland High School in Reseda, California. Big crowd on the press box side on homecoming. 2nd down and 5. It's been Walker in this third quarter. And we have a stoppage in play. Looked like El Camino might have got a timeout called. You don't want to burn one this early in the half, but they also don't want to lose the yardage on another penalty, so they take the timeout. You know, how much Jason Sabolic wants to come down the field. Rick Hayashida, the offensive coordinator, and get a score here. So they're looking at this as a big sequence. That's why they took the timeout.
Yeah, and you're right. Well, you don't want to use a timeout this early. Better to use one than take a penalty. It's going to hurt what you've already done so far. Done a nice job keeping the ball on the ground. The ball's moving, and you want to make sure you know what you're doing.
There's some of the crowd here at Cleveland Stadium, Cavalier Field. Second down. See where ECR directs the play. Acevedo to the air. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Wanted Cortez. And that was real tight defense of the deep secondary.
Take a look. Acevedo, of course, nice to have him in there. Banged up a little bit in the first half. Got it out there, just throwing into coverage, and actually Cortez became the defender on that play.
Giovanni Silva nearly intercepted it. Here is Williams in space. Can he break a tackle? No, it's going to be fourth down. That time, Cleveland did a nice job of corralling the fleet-footed Jaden Williams. And it's fourth down, and a decision for ECR.
And how many times on plays like that have we seen Williams end up in the end zone? So yeah, that was certainly well defended.
Fourth down at about 6. Will they go for it?
Just about in no man's land here on the field.
Well, Acevedo's still out there. Remember, the punter is Molina, the quarterback that we saw in the first half. 4th and 6, they're going to line up for it. In fact, it's actually closer to 4th and 4. They had the marker in a different spot. That ball's thrown low to the ground. Is it caught? No good, incomplete. That should have been a first down. The pass was underthrown.
Yep.
So everything was dialed up. They had the right play called. Just the pass wasn't there. And a defensive stop, and a good one for Cleveland. And really the big play was that third down where they were able to collar the terrific Jaden Williams. And Cleveland takes over just outside their 46-yard line. Back to the ground game. Maldonado. An outstanding gain on first down. Rolled down by Lincoln Elbert.
The backs are doing a great job for Cleveland. Maldonado and Delgado. Again, they're minus the services tonight of Cameron Green. Came in as the leading attacker 2 straight ball games now. He's been missing. And they're managing.
They run it quickly again. A little faster tempo here. Maldonado again with the carry. Bogaz came up and greeted him. But the sticks are moved, and Cleveland is on the prowl. After that defensive stop, they're energized on that sideline. Well, ground game can wear you down. Delgado with the carry. Right into the defensive front. Terrific tackle by Nick Genovese. Saw him a lot on that last goal line situation where he tried to run it in and was denied. Genovese has really been a stalwart in the middle as a linebacker. Blow this play dead. Flag is out.
Prior to the snap, illegal substitution defense, 12 players. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
These penalties might end up deciding which team is going to get them under control.
Right. And again, another penalty that's just you'd expect to see early in the season, not right now.
El Camino had a 27 lead, and that lead is now in jeopardy. A steady diet of power pitch plays from the Cavaliers. There's Delgado driving in to make the tackle. Beautifully done by Perez and Wardick. 54 is Ethan Perez. Terrific on offense on the line. Transfer out of Heritage Christian. Able to get him back. 3rd and 4. Quarterback keep by Fuentes. Nice effort. He's got the first down and much more. Still on his feet. That's a strong run. They say he's tough as nails, and we saw it right there.
That's what he does. He keeps the feet moving.
And we have seen El Camino this year, and this is a dramatic turnaround from what we saw at the beginning of the season.
Absolutely. Just think back to the North Hollywood game, for example.
Again, this is the 16th ranked team in the city in Cleveland. Hard run by Dominic Fuentes. And you talked about it on the pregame show. When he makes mistakes, they don't seem to bother him. He's psychologically really strong. Here he goes again. And he's pushed down beautifully. That's a great play in the open space by Takia Campbell.
Yeah, the outside linebacker staying with him, and looked like he was going to miss him at first, but he stayed with him and brought him down.
Down to 6:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Cavalier Field, we have a good one going tonight. ECR up by 6, 20-14. In a huge game in the West Valley. Cleveland marching. Maldonado on the power pitch. Gets away on that outside. Got out of the grasp of Kona Malik. Was able to pick up a nice gain.
You know, this power offense Cleveland has been lining up and all night. This has just been a run team, and they've been successful.
This will be our final game with El Camino Real this season. We want to thank Jason Sabolic and his entire staff. Great hospitality when we're at El Camino. Getting things going on the road. Putting this package together. They've been a great partner with LA36. 3rd down play. Delgado. Little stutter step and the bounce. Delgado down that sideline. Close to the end zone. Terrific run from Isaac Delgado, the speedster. They say when he has the ball, good things happen. Ball at the 1-yard line. The pitch to Delgado. Walks in. So the game is tied on the Delgado score. Point is pending. We're equal now at 20 apiece.
Well, the 3rd rushing touchdown for Cleveland. They had to march down the field a couple of times to do it. Of course, had the short field on their first touchdown.
6th touchdown rushing of the season for Isaac.
So in this one they go 54 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Martinez for the lead. Beautiful form. 21-20 Cleveland. Good football game. You take the penalties out, it could be a terrific game. But when they get the plays in there and they're clean, we've seen a lot of action.
Yes. Right
Great
now,
blocking up front.
Yeah, right now it's just the block PAT, the difference. It's been that close, been that competitive. A little more scoring than I think any of us thought at this stage, but we certainly expected a great, fairly even matchup, and that's what we've been getting.
(21-20). El Camino's lead is vanished, and Cleveland has the advantage.
Who knows? Might have to take 30-plus points to win this game, maybe 35 or more by the time it's all said and done. Got a 1.5 quarters to go.
It's amazing with the absence of a passing game that Cleveland is this good with the ground game. They're one-dimensional.
Right.
Usually if you're one-dimensional, you can't do this,
And,
but they're getting it done.
Kudos again to El Camino Real. They've contained a lot of it, had to deal with that short field on one of those touchdowns, but outside of a couple of drives, they've been on a lot of nice tackles.
Well, another opportunity for Jaden Williams with those long strides. Every time he has it, you hold your breath.
Yeah, you almost wonder why teams even bother kicking it to him.
Well, El Camino's offense has moved the football, so you got to feel confident you can go down the field again. I mean, they had it at midfield on that 4th and 4, and Acevedo had an open receiver and just missed him. 21-20. Now they have another opportunity. Cleveland playing stronger football. They scored the first 7. El Camino got the next 20, and now we've seen 14 unanswered points by the Cavaliers. Walker is shut down again by the ferocious hitting of Kobe Green. Kobe Green's as good a defensive player as we've seen this season on ECR football.
Yep.
He's just a terror, and he doesn't just take you down. He takes you down with some real authority. Second down and a dozen.
Green's a sophomore. Wow, he's going to have a heck of a career here, and he'll play on Saturdays at some point.
Well, this is a young football team at Cleveland. They will be very good next year. Again, their quarterback, Fuentes, is only 10th grader. Well, Camino's young, too, even though they have those 23 seniors. A lot of depth in the program. Here's a pass and a near miss. Oh, that was close to Jaden Williams scoring again as he was slanting and breaking into the open.
Just a little bit too far out in front. Timing was a little bit off between Acevedo's and Williams. Just, yeah, and it was right there. Just reach up and grab it. But
well, third down and long. We'll send 3 to the left. See if the protection holds up for Acevedo. Another deep ball. Nearly intercepted. Threw it behind Williams. It could have easily been picked by Avalos.
Yep, he had 2 red jerseys there, in fact.
Oh, that drive stalled quickly. And the punting unit is on for El Camino Real with 4:11 left in the third. Have you noticed how noisy it is tonight at homecoming? They're all having a good time, and well, they should. Glad you're with us on LA36 for El Camino Real football. Molina's punt. This one is fielded by Avalos. Jorge's coming to the near side. He's got a wall of blockers and a terrific return. Finally, Cortez runs him down. But Cleveland in fabulous field position.
Yeah, and the Royals, I think, may have gotten away with one at the end of that play as well. I think everybody kind of saw a horse collar that was missed, but a heck of a play, though, by Avalos, reversing his field, coming this way after what was a pretty good punt. Let's take another look. Comes back this way. Avalos, after running out of room on the other side of the field, eludes one man. And right here, Cortez gets him right on that horse collar. And El Camino Real getting a little bit of a break there.
Ball to the El Camino Real 43-yard line. Well, that defense needs to hunker down. Maldonado. Foreman trying to tear that ball loose. We're seeing more and more of that these days with defensive players punching the ball out.
Yes.
It's become an art form.
Yeah.
There's Foreman, the transfer from North Hollywood. Short gain there. This is where I think Elko really needs to put the hammer down. They got to get that defense to get a stop. It's the last 2 times Cleveland has scored. And they're staying on the ground. They finally blown dead. Hard to tell where they end up because it's a huge scrum each and every time. So many bodies at the point of attack. Maldonado drew a lot of traffic. Saeed Tamin made the stop, 22. Inside of 3 minutes to play in the third. Third and closer to 4 needed for the Cavaliers. Will ECR get that defensive stop? The deep pitch. Nice gain, turning it upfield. That's that power pitch game. Delgado with it. He's the guy with the great speed. He's able to turn it upfield. He appears to be just shy of the necessary yardage. 4th down and less than 1. You would think that Fuentes would call his own number.
Absolutely.
81 in the backfield for his blocking Ruben Lopez. Been the punter tonight for Cleveland. 4th down and 1, and it's a short one.
Well, that last play certainly set this one up, so we'll see. Let's see. We got a nice little here. Oh.
I think they might measure this.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out whether or not it's a first down. I thought initially he had it.
Well, the down marker on the far side said 4th down, so we'll see. They're going to bring it in from the far sideline.
Yep, I already moved the chain, so.
They do give him the first down.
Yep.
Well, again, you're relying on young kids with those chains on the side. We're going to have more flags. Both teams were moving.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Now the defense came across because there was movement in that offensive line. There's the pitch. It's on the ground. Looks like El Camino got the football, and they do.
Yeah, I think this was designed as either a play action or some sort of fake pitch, and the quarterback for Cleveland, Fuentes, just a little bit of indecision there, and he lost handle of the ball in the process.
Genovese with the recovery for ECR.
Take a look. See, this is supposed to be I believe, just a fake there, fake pitch, and he just lost control of the ball in doing so.
That's the defensive stop that they were looking for and that I was talking about. Now it's up to the offense to respond. Going to Malik back in, number 3. El Camino again appears to be confused. We may see a timeout. They're walking to the side. Minute 45 left in the quarter. These timeouts, it's the second one taken by ECR, are expensive.
Yeah.
We're in a tight game, and you might need those later on. For this late in the season, both these teams are making too many mistakes offensively. But an opportunity for ECR. They're down 1. They got that defensive stop. Genovese really did a nice job of getting to the football when it was on the ground and covering it.
Talked about Fuentes a lot, top of our show, so we'll see about him on defense now. He really good after he makes a mistake to pick himself up and then make another play. So now he's on defense, and we'll see if he plays a factor, at least on that side of the ball for his team. Another opportunity for the Royals.
See if they can capitalize on the turnover. They run into one another, and that ball is loose.
Yeah, see.
They wanted to get it to Jaden Williams. Black execution. It's Cleveland football.
And Williams is hurt. So, again, we see a play and something on the field. There's no way that should be happening at this stage of the season. Two guys running it. They put Williams in motion, no problem. But two guys running into each other when that happens. And then you lose the ball. Take a look here. Williams in motion, fine now. But again, why is it in the path of Genovese there? I mean, it's just, guys are just not on the same page. And you have to be on the same page in late October.
And that makes it doubly frustrating. Not only do you have the turnover and the injury, and it comes right after you got a turnover.
Yes. Yeah.
So you give it right back, and the momentum swings back to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And the worst thing is now you're worried about Williams. I mean, it's just both guys going very fast. And
well, it's interesting with the end of the season and how the rankings go. Right now, El Camino Real is 24th. If they fall back, and I don't think a loss tonight will hurt them, they could go into the next division as we take a look at this mistake, misfortune, and just lack of execution and turnover. But if they lose next week to Chatsworth, Darren, they could fall to D2, which could, in a sense, be a blessing in disguise, right?
yeah, because then they have presumably an easier path in the playoffs.
Yeah, they certainly would, and be very
versus
winnable.
Winning these games, and then you're
then you're in D1.
D1, and then it's all in order. But as you saw in that replay there, right now the concern is the health of number 16, who's one of the most electric players in the city. So freak accident, and again, friendly fire, but it's kind of been one of the stories, right?
Certainly
just the self-inflicted stuff.
That is just a disastrous play. I mean, you just can't have that kind of stuff, and it comes back and you make the mistake early with the penalties, and now with the collision and the turnover, just not going to get it done. Now it's up to the defense once again. Noe Duran, the defensive coordinator, there he is with the glasses on, talking to the troops. He's going to have to get them riled up again, and it's going to be tough for them to make a stop because Cleveland is in ECR territory, but they're going to have to try to do it again. It's a one-point game, still a long way to go. Minute 37 left in the third. In a game that's gone on for 2.5 hours just about. I think it's 2:15 because it started at 7:15. So we're about 2:15 right now. But what's interesting, these El Camino games are long. The last one we had was over 3 hours.
That's penalties, right?
Yeah.
So in a game like this, you'd kind of expect things to be moving, and we thought a low-scoring, ground-oriented kind of game, clock moving, quick, but when you get as many flags as you did.
Well, again, you know, the first quarter was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Cleveland was running it, even though there was some ECR penalties. The game moved.
Yep.
But in the last 2 quarters, it's been big plays, touchdowns, and then penalties.
And then just the finish. That second quarter was a task and a half as well. They just kept on trying to make something happen, which didn't think was a great idea. But with 28 seconds to go and you're on your own 10, I'd say take a knee. But
I think Mario was trying to prove a point to his team. He was so upset with their penalties. He was going to make them work till the end, and he tried to get some plays in the last seconds, as you noted, and it just prolonged the agony and a very long second quarter. Here in the third quarter, Cleveland has been the much better football team. They've rallied back. They've taken the lead. They've controlled the game, and an opportunity to expand the lead. But still a long way to go. Pitch to Delgado. Genovese coming up to greet him.
Defense has held their own again this week for El Camino Real, at least 3 quarters in. They've been put into some tough situations. A couple of turnovers. That, of course, the first one giving them the short field. Now this one. I believe just twice that they've been able to get down the field tonight, Cleveland.
Second down and long. They're able to move the pile. It's not fancy football, but gets the job done. Fuentes just forging forward. Bring up a third down play. We run out the third quarter. Final half minutes. Delgado's going to come off. From the Cavaliers on third down and 7. And they pitch it. Tight defense by ECR for the moment. But again, they just can't bring these ball carriers down. At the point of attack, they're making the plays, but they can't bring Maldonado down.
Yeah, just when you thought the play was over, was never ruled dead. There was no whistle, and
it's
again,
fourth down and a yard.
More yards after contact, and
that's going to be the end of the quarter. So we're done through 3, and ECR's getting to these ball carriers. They're just not getting them to the ground quickly. Crazy. So after 3, it's 21-20 Cleveland, and a huge fourth down and 1 coming up. It's a long one, by the way. It was really nice again to meet the 23 seniors at El Camino this year. That's what I love about that halftime show when we do that every season on the final game of the year. You know, you're seeing the guys behind the helmet. You know, you don't normally get to see that opportunity, and it's great. And Jason Sabolic lines that up and brings the seniors over every season, and that's wonderful. So the final 12 minutes will decide it here. And this fourth down play will provide us with part of the answer, certainly. Having a little bit of a dance-a-thon here in front of us, and it's really noisy and everyone's into it. They're having fun. Fourth down and a huge play. Number 1 Maldonado's in, as you can see. You would think the ball's going to 1, although Fuentes is also another option. There it is. They pitch it to Maldonado. He bounces it to the outside. Great tackle by Bogaz. And we'll see if they picked up the necessary yardage. What a play by Shane Bogaz. But did he get there a shade too late? That's the question. First down, Cleveland, he did. Maldonado gets the yardage.
And recognizing nothing was up the middle, and nice bounce out to the left.
Another power pitch. Maldonado driving forward. Brandon Maldonado, who averages 6 yards a carry, is one tough guy.
Yep, that's exactly where the Cavaliers are starting to win this game. Right where Coach Mario wanted to. Line of scrimmage and the ground game has just been incredibly tough.
He is a downhill runner, and he has it again. Brandon Maldonado, and they're waiting for him. Went to the well a little bit too often there. And Maldonado, a well-deserved breather. That water must feel really good.
Lost a few on that play, so.
Second down and 14, a loss of 4.
How many times have Cavs gone to the air in this game?
Not a whole lot. They don't have to when you have running backs like Delgado. Bring up a third down. You can see he felt like he had an opportunity there.
Yeah,
He was a little disappointed.
I think they tried a couple of passes in the first half, but didn't go anywhere. This has been their their whole game, and it's giving them a 1-point lead to this point in this battle for second place.
See how strong Julian Pesqueda is. He brought back the running back. Throw him backwards. Here's a third down play for Fuentes. Here's a throw. Incomplete. And it's fourth down. Coming back out on the field is Brandon Maldonado.
So you always wonder in these situations what kind of leg your field goal kicker has.
Timeout taken. Cleveland. (21-20). We're down to 10 minutes left. It's 4th and 10. Out of field goal range. Not going to punt it. Got to go for it. They're in a good spot on the field to make an opportunity arise for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, there are some high school kickers that can do this, but I don't know.
No, not
this situation.
Not here. We talked to him about Anthony Martinez. He likes him from 30 and in, and they're outside that. Well, Chamber of Commerce weather in the West Valley tonight. You know, it's normally hot. It was warm today, but right now, oh my goodness. It'd be a nice night to sit in the jacuzzi, wouldn't it? Outdoor jacuzzi.
So what do you call here? And what's been obviously a ground night again for Cleveland. One would think that you'd have to put the ball in the air, but I don't see much of a passing game.
Well, their top receiver is number 11, Perez. Play fake by Fuentes. It's read well and completed to a lineman. I don't know that that's going to count. Catching it was Jacob Garcia. And there is a flag now.
Yeah, that's not going to work. And here comes a second flag. So now you got some stuff to sort out. But that second flag is going to be a dead ball. This is going to be El Camino's ball, I think. And he might get the second flag on the back end. But, you know, this is doomed from the get-go. So he's under pressure here. Fuentes. It's obviously not a passing offense, and El Camino Real's all over that. 53 there, ineligible. It's Jacob Garcia.
He's strong, though.
275 pounds. Tough to bring down, just not legal.
Well, he indicated that they're both on Cleveland. So we'll see if that is the case. Officials timeout. They want to make sure. It's El Camino football. The offense is out there. They're down 1. Just under 10 minutes to play. It's just a matter of where they're going to put the football.
Are there more flags in this game or in the Taft game?
Close. Competitive.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, emotions are running high. ECR will close out the season next week against Chatsworth. It's a non-television game. And Cleveland is trying to go to 3-1 in the league.
Yep, just like the Royals, and
they'll be a heavy favorite next week right here against Taft.
Yep. So which makes this game all the more important and tougher task next week for the Royals.
Well, Cleveland's had some good wins this year. They beat Harvard Westlake from the Southern Section by 20. And a win over Crespi. Win over Hamilton. Beat Granada by 1. Chatsworth. So it's been a good year. First down, ECR. And they run it with Kona Malley. Ran into the ferocious Kobe Green. Well, you're on the road. You're the underdog. Cal Preps had Cleveland as a 9-point favorite in this game. So you're in a position to win it. So I think if you're Jason Sabolic, you got to feel pretty good. And what did he say? He needed 4 touchdowns. So look, he's right where he wanted to be.
You're happy with where you're at. Yes, could be even better than this. This is a game, if the Royals do not win this game, I'm going to look back at a couple of plays along the way in particular that might have changed the course of how things went, but still time.
That one's no good. It'll be 3rd down. Again, they just have not been able to get the ball to number 19, Rafa Cortez. Foreman's in there. He's got some speed. They're playing without the talented Jaden Williams, who was shaken up earlier in this half. And that really condenses the offense, doesn't it?
You'd love to have him on the field in these situations. Big-time playmaker, a couple of touchdown passes to him in the first half.
So you ask yourself, with Williams out, where's the ball going to go? 19 Cortez is the guy who is most likely. Big 3rd and 10 for ECR from their 40. Fuentes in trouble. And is gobbled up.
See about the flag here.
Yeah, the flag was right in the middle of the line.
We have a 5-yard face mask defense.
Yeah, that's a 5-yard penalty, though.
Well, the Cavaliers have not been disciplined either.
And these face masks tonight, I feel like have been phantom calls. I didn't see it there either.
It's not an automatic 1st down at the high school level. It's 3rd down and 9. But it's another opportunity as they set up the screen, and it gets to Malig. But Malig is in a hole, and down he goes. He was trapped from the get-go, and he had no chance. And it's 4th down for El Camino. You look up at the clock, there's 8:12 to play.
I think you got to play field position here. Kick it away.
You got to punt it. I don't think there's any question.
Yep.
We have one of the players down, so we're going to have a timeout. Tremendous tackle on defense by these Cavaliers. They're starting to hit. And they've played a very good defensive second half. They have limited El Camino. No points in the back half to this stage. So the punting unit is back out there. Whatever the injury was, they're okay for the moment. Jason Sabolic with a sour look right now. He's not happy. Just not getting it done offensively in the second half. Arms folded. Disappointment right now. Molina to punt. Take a favorable roll, and it is returnable. Coming to the near side is Avalos. Good return. Dropped by Dylan Palacios.
Avalos, electric in his own right, especially on special teams. Does a heck of a job reversing the field. They have the right man returning kicks. Just 5'9", 150, but he just gets by everybody.
Well, excellent field position for Cleveland after the nice run by Avalos.
If you're
He's
Cleveland,
one of the seniors for Cleveland, again, they're a young team.
If you're Cleveland now, it's going to be the Maldonado and Delgado show.
Well, this is their game. This is Maldonado, right up the middle, right up the gut. Nearly another first down. Picked up about 9 before he was bent back. This runs right into what they want to do. Put the ball to their playmakers who are running backs, kill the clock, drive for another touchdown, and pretty much put the game out of reach. And you also have to be concerned without Williams where the offense is going to come from El Camino. Can they come back?
And you got to get the ball back.
They gave him the first down, forward progress.
Yeah, you got to get it back, not terribly quickly, but pretty soon.
Very charitable there to give him the first down. First down throw. And it's underthrown. Going for the home run to Julio Saucedo, the speedster.
Good coverage, Isaiah Foreman.
Saucedo's a guy that can make you miss, but that throw wasn't close.
Yeah, Foreman actually, well, he's right there. Yeah, stayed with him. And
good coverage.
Yep.
I'm always surprised when I see Fuentes drop back and throw. They're having so much success with the ground game.
Yep, and then on top of that, the incomplete pass, as we all know, stops the clock. Might also be worth noting that the Royals do have just one timeout left.
Throw to the side, and this one's read beautifully. That's a great defensive play by Takia Campbell, again, 25. He smelled that out immediately. He had help as well from Saeed Tamim. It's third and very long. Well, if you're going to get off the field, here's El Camino's chance.
This is it right here. Absolutely the play defensively for the Royals.
6.5 minutes remain. 21-20, Cleveland.
Get off the field here, and the Cleveland would have had the ball for less than 2 minutes, just what they wanted, the Royals, but you got to get the stop here.
Well, you would think they would throw, but you never know, do you? Fuentes, jailbreak as they all came after him, and this one's well underthrown. It was jailbreak time. That defensive front just rambled through.
The way this passing game is non-existent for the Cavaliers, you almost wonder why you wouldn't keep the ball on the ground, burn some clock, and maybe even force El Camino into their final timeout, maybe. But
well, the play I would quarrel with is the first down when they throw it. They got behind the chains.
Yeah.
You know, on 3rd and 13, you're not going to run and make the first down, so I can understand that one. Well, here's an opportunity. El Camino's going to get the ball back with 6 minutes remaining. And a fair catch taken. And here's their opportunity.
Yes,
Foreman reeled it in.
Plenty of time, 5:54, and you got one timeout to work with.
Well, the clock's not the issue. The question is, can the offense move it down the field without Jaden Williams?
Just mix up your plays. You can. You've had some success on the ground. Adrian Walker, Cortez out there, but yeah, I mean, you'd love to have 16 out there.
Walker is the deep back, number 5, with the quarterback Arturo Acevedo. 4 on the flanks. Looking to air it out. He's under duress again, and he's going to get sacked. That offensive line not holding up. Mondragon got there, number 61. Saucedo has had his moments. Acevedo threw a couple touchdowns in the first half, so the quarterbacks haven't disappointed. But right now, Arturo Acevedo's taking a beating. He was slow to get up after he was sacked. Second down, as you can see, 15 needed. And that clock, an ally of Cleveland. Will the offensive line hold up and gives Arturo Acevedo time? They'll set up the screen to Walker. Walker gets back most of the 5-yard loss, but it's still going to bring up 3rd down and very long.
Back to right around the original line of scrimmage, but 3rd and 10, and I think you gotta probably have 2 plays here.
Well, it's a little bit more manageable at this stage. It's 3rd down and 9 officially. And they got that stick showing 9 yards. I know the scoreboard shows 3rd and 10, but they need 9 for the first down. Big play here for the offense. Quick one to the near side. Brought in Walker, and he's taken down. And it's 4th down. One would think they'll go for it here. They only have 1 timeout remaining, so I think you need to go for it here. You can't afford to give the ball back to Cleveland. Good idea, just well defended.
Would have liked to have seen a play like that on 1st down. A little bit of panic, I think, on that 1st down play, but this is it right here.
Yep, they need a long 5. Got to throw it downfield. Again, will the line hold up? You know they're coming after Acevedo. Here's the pass. He's got his man. He's got a 1st down. It's Chase Jackson.
That is a perfect call. Simple, and don't need the whole thing all at once. Don't need to throw the ball downfield. That was a great call.
The sophomore receiver, Jackson, comes up big. Someone had to step up without Williams on the field. That takes it out to the 45 of El Camino. We're looking at that clock down to 3:15, and it is moving. And as Darren has alluded to, Royals have but 1 timeout remaining. Quick hitter for Walker.
Yeah, you got to get up and get going. You can't, I mean, you still have enough time, but if you're going to run the ball here, you can't really dilly-dally around after that play. So let's see how fast you can get these snaps off.
Yeah, and you know, you have Acevedo coming to the sideline, and they're eating up time.
Yep.
See that clock? We're close to 2.5 minutes remaining. 21-20 Cleveland. Trips to the left of Acevedo. And again, they run it with Walker, trying to baffle the defense. This doesn't fool him at all. He needs to get out of bounds, and he's hit hard. He is knocked out on that sideline, but the clock continues to run. He didn't go out of bounds. And that didn't work. And now you're way behind the sticks.
Do that. You got to get out of bounds. And
yeah, he needed to step out of bounds. We're under 2 minutes to play. Again, they have 2 downs to pick up 10 yards. It's 3rd and 10.
Yep, you got it.
They're not taking, you know, they're not moving very time. Yeah, there's no urgency here.
Now, you're still okay if you can get this ball. Maybe it's around you got to get it beyond the marker really on this play. I mean, you need 10 yards, but down to 90 seconds.
Another quick pass. This one is caught. This is going to be a 1st down.
Yep.
Beautiful throw. Catching it was Lincoln Elbert.
That's about where you wanted to get to.
Yeah, we have some of these reserves stepping up with Williams out of there. Elbert doing a nice job. Down to 1:21 remaining. Now Elko is starting to move a little quicker. Could this come down to a potential field goal to win it? With Ashland Duluth. He's got a pretty good leg. There's a throw. Again, it's caught. Number 11, Lincoln Elbert.
Yeah, all you need is 3. Delot's comfortable from about 35 in. Of course, you have to get to make it a decent kick, a reasonable kick for Ashland. You got to get down. Well, you got to get down to at least the 18, I think.
Acevedo on a busted play looking. Now he runs it and down it goes, and they're in trouble.
Yeah, big trouble. You got to call the timeout here.
There's that timeout.
All right, so the ball is spotted at what yard line here?
Right around the 40. It's hard to read this field.
Cannot read this field at all. So They're at the 40. I think if you get 22 more yards is what you need. And I think you could put Ashland on the field.
Problem is he has no timeouts. They're going to have to just rush him out there.
So you got to throw the ball. You got to throw the ball, and they could be safety plays just like they've had a couple of times on this drive. Work the sideline, of course, but you can't. You can't run the ball. You can't. You got to move quickly here.
Got to be cognizant. It's third down as well.
Yeah.
So you have 2 downs really. You got to get the first down. They need a huge play, obviously, but it's not impossible. Acevedo in the gun. Cleveland has to stay disciplined. Remember, they've had a lot of penalties tonight, and they got to be very cool defensively. Hold their enthusiasm, their emotion, and don't do anything that'll throw the flag. Here's the quick pass.
Good.
It's caught. Chase Jackson in the middle of the field. That clock is running.
That's another great play.
It stops for the moment.
Yep, that's just what you wanted.
I don't know why the clock stopped it. They got the first down. He could spike it if he chooses to, and does. That clock stopped for a couple seconds there. El Camino got a break. 24 seconds left. Well, you have the sideline as an option too. You can throw to the sideline.
Yeah, and they've been really. The Royals have called some nice plays on this
Prior to
series.
the snap, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty.
Well, that's why the clock was stopped. So you had the encroachment again. I talked about it. They're still not sure what down it is. Clock is running. Acevedo to the air. Here's the long pass. Deflected away at the last moment.
Wow.
For a moment, it looked like it would be there for El Camino. What a great defensive play by Jeremiah Perez.
Save the game right there.
15 and a half seconds left.
Jeremiah just playing center field here and just saved the game.
Yeah, Cortez was there.
Yep.
I might be tempted to go right back to that same play.
Well,
21-20 Cleveland.
21-20, 15. You got a couple of plays here if you do it right. And you're on the, 30?
Yeah, it's third down. Here we go. You got to move quickly if it's inbounds, and you got to clock it, although you got to be careful. Here's a deep pass too far, and it's picked off. That's the game. That will do it.
Didn't have to do that.
Cleveland and Ruben Lopez with the interception. 81. He picked it off. He's the hero.
Now, this is a game, Randy, I'm going to look back and think of a couple of plays that could have, should have, and would have gone differently. And you would have had a different outcome. Hats off to the Cavaliers, of course. They're going to come away with second place in the West Valley League, and they did exactly what they had to do, and that's get a stop on that final series and stay the course, come back from 20 to 7 down, right? And
well, the story is El Camino didn't have an offense in the second half. And a lot of it, you just wonder if Jaden Williams, and they didn't have that wacky play where they collided in the backfield, Genovese and Williams. Williams gets hurt, and there was no offense after that.
That last series, you had enough. You had a couple more plays. You were moving the ball very nicely, just what you wanted.
And there it is. It's over.
I'm also looking, thinking of a couple of other plays that happened in this half. I'm looking at frankly, when the ball was on the 46, they could have had, an opportunity to maybe flip the field. They go for it, they don't make it, and then they give Cleveland that 54-yard drive, but you could have pinned them back a little bit there. And of course, the difference in the game is the block kick, and then they decided not to go for two the following touchdown. So, just a play here, a play there for me that ultimately decided this game.
Again, a nice effort by El Camino Real to come in here against the 16th team in the section. There's Jason Sabolic, and all these coaches know each other very well in the league. He knows that his counterpart, Mario Guzman's a really good guy, very friendly guy. We had him on the pregame show. Some highlights before we say goodnight. And there were a few here this evening. Here's that first one that was picked off early on by Kobe Green that set up the sneak for the touchdown from the quarterback, Dominic Fuentes.
Yeah, just another game with a lot of mistakes. A few turnovers.
Adrian Walker had his moments, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a nice game. Nice game, and but there was some pressure put on him late to try to gain some yards on the ground without the other star, Williams, off the field. But
Brandon Maldonado scored.
Yep, this was a tough running attack that the Royals had to face tonight. Beautiful. Well, actually on this one, Cortez came to defender. Nice ball out there, but. And here is the footwork of Fuentes. Taking the ball deep, and then the pitch, Maldonado.
Boy, he's a bowling ball.
He is very tough to bring down. Small but mighty. El Camino Real, late in the game, getting a stop. This was the ineligible receiver, but then they got the luxury of the ensuing personal foul. Moved the ball up, and they were put in a pretty good position. They didn't have to have terrible sense of urgency. They had some time, and they were moving. They had those nice plays, I thought. Couple of nice passes, short passes, 10, 15 yards. And they decided to go for the whole thing inside of 15 seconds, I thought, unnecessarily. But first one, they almost had a game-saving play, I might add. It was number 11, Jeremiah Perez, I thought, that saved the game for Cleveland on the preceding pass.
Yeah, and the throw to Rafa Cortez. That was the interception by Ruben Lopez. There's your final score, 21-20. Darren, thanks a lot.
Thank you. A lot of fun this year.
Cleveland the winner. Royals, a great season, at least the second half, and a disappointment here tonight. But they played well. They'll wrap up the regular season next Friday at home against Chatsworth, and the Royals will be favorites. So for Darren, I'm Randy, and for our entire LA36 crew, we'll talk to you down the road. The Cavaliers win 21-20 on homecoming here in the West Valley. Good night, everybody.